Hello everyone, welcome to Fates and Fables. I'm Kyle Brodigan, your humble DM, and we embark on an adventure unlike any other you've ever seen before. We're playing a 5e Dungeons & Dragons game, but with a little twist. The setting I have our player adventures going on is in a steampunk setting, so although we may see some familiar monsters of lore, you also see some fun, little tidbits along the way, or in the air, or streaking across the ground on a sheet of light. Please join us as we follow Ilona, Styx, Jill, Frey, Tixon, Volt, and Persephone, a newly formed group, part of the Heroes Guild known as the Gearhearts, as they travel across the land to help those who can't help themselves, fight the good fight, good versus evil, and hopefully win the day. Please, I invite you to sit back, relax, enjoy the show as we tune in for another episode of Fates and Fables. Gearhearts Rising.
Been sleeping in. I've been staying up late, but I've been sleeping in, so it all works out.
Makes sense. All right, cool. Well, I clicked the button, so let's do this. All right, what's up, everyone? My name's Kyle, coming out of York, Pennsylvania. I am the DM for this bunch of crazy people, better known as Fates and Fables. What's up, everybody? Happy New Year! Right, yay!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year game, which again is weird because this will play on Saturday, which is not that, but it is for us. So damn it, that's fine. This is Gearhearts Rising. We're going to do real quick announcements, and then we're going to go and introductions, and then go right into the game. So just let's see if everyone remembers the order. Let's see. I'm not gonna prep anyone. I'm just going to see if everyone remembers how to do it.
Are we doing introductions?
Yep.
Then it'll be me first. So I'm Nick. I play from New York. I play Voltal, the human defibrillator, and also an instigator.
Hey.
Stator.
Oh, it's so great. Start off with a bang, man. I love it.
Well, not quite yet, but we might, considering they're about to sneak into all these gargoyles, and hopefully
Yes.
they can blow it up. And then it's my turn, because I'm special, and second's the best. So I'm Cody, and I'm playing Freylost. I don't really have anything extra after that, honestly. I'm
It's hard to follow those Volt one-liners. I understand.
He's just too shocked.
I'm just waiting for the Volt of Inspiration. It hasn't hit yet.
Hey.
What are you being so crabby down there for?
Screams in slow motion.
Maybe this one has been trapped in the paralysis.
Who's up next?
Kayla's actually
next.
next.
What?
Yeah. Same.
Well,
Same
well,
order.
my gosh. Ain't that embarrassing? My name's
Start off the
Kayla.
new year right.
My name's Kayla. Play Ilona.
Hey,
She's an artificer and a half elf and best friends with a mechanical dragon who she made herself because friends in the bunker were sparse.
That's true. All right. Are you good? Are you sure?
And sane.
Okay, fantastic. Welcome. Next up.
Well, now it sticks, right?
I'm last. I'm always last.
I'm Crab. I play Jashwick, Geel, whatever, warrior, lizard folk. I hit things. Probably gonna die tonight. We'll see what happens.
Oh my god, I'm so scared. I've been so stressed about this.
This might
I'm
be
Heather.
my last one-liner.
I'm Heather. I play Persephone Sharon for Vanderoth Kearney Darenar III, the human gunslinger, who may have to come to their rescue,
I
or
doubt it.
at least avenge him.
Yep, there we go. Welcome.
And I'm Kevin. I'm playing all the way from England. And I play Styx, the friendly neighborhood goblin who never sets people on fire.
Which, by the way,
Ever is an interesting word to use.
which was very interesting. We got a Happy New Year from the future, which that was kind of cool. It's like
Yeah.
it was like what was it? Our time like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock?
We were
like
all
6
living in
o'clock, man.
2019, and Kevin's over here living in 2020.
Yep. Wow.
First to the 20s.
Like 6 o'clock, and I get that Happy New Year's. Like what?
All right, excellent. So welcome everyone. Again, Happy New Year to everyone. We're going to jump right into our game here after a real quick recap. So what happened last time on Face of Fables, Gearhearts Rising? So after, what do we say? So it was 7 sessions of one day, and then we had 1 session of one day, which is pretty great, right? So we got
Now we need to have 7 days in one session.
Oh.
That would be like a nice little equalizer, like get us caught up. But anyway, so lots of fun things happened last time when the adventurers awoke in the House of Blades with the iron curtains, if you will, that was in the fail-safe room of the House of Blades. There, kind of losing track of time after your long rest. Finally, eventually letting the light in and realizing that it was way past the initial scheduled time to go meet with the head of the Glory Hounds. You also awoke to see your captive bound, gagged, everything else that you guys did to that poor woman, dead. But interestingly enough, no one claimed to kill her. So that's interesting. Okay, well, we'll see what happens with that. Styx specifically said I did not do that. So way to get that out there. So you eventually made your way over to the Glory Hounds, where you met up with Persephone's mom and sister, and proceeded to have breakfast. Gio was actually already there, participating in his tray full of substance from the Glory Hounds cafe there. After some conversations with Monarch, the Stormfist of the Glory Hounds, you made an arrangement for Calypso and the Countess to stay at the Glory Hounds because the House of Blades doesn't seem like necessarily the best place to send them back to. After that, you ventured off kind of on separate paths. No, we went to the magic shop first. So we went to the Dancing Plate, got some fun items there. Went over to Idgaf Emporium, got some more fun items there at discounted prices, I guess. If that's one way to put it. At that point, you guys kind of separated different ways. Gio had earlier in the day noticed some gargoyle statues being moved through the city, and after quickly following them, they were their final resting place was at the House of Courts. And you actually saw some of them, some other gargoyles on top, being placed in certain different locations on the top of the building. Note for later. I think eventually we rounded up the day with Ilona talking with Lincoln in private at the Lucky Coin about some very interesting backstory stuff for one of your friendly NPC players. And we rounded up with Geel and Volts and the Cover of Night walking their way down to the House of Courts to take a second look at these gargoyles, perhaps with fisticuffs to come. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Depends on Geel's mood at the moment. So, that is actually where we're going to start, you guys. Did I miss anything? I don't think I did. Sound pretty good?
Sounds pretty on board.
Fantastic. Let's go ahead. So as you guys are kind of making your way to the House of Courts.
Oh my god. I'm not ready. There's a fucking map.
You guys see there's see if I can move this a little bit. I cannot. Okay. Well, we're going to have to go with that. You can see, again, the city of Imbric is lit not by like Azeroth with their actual flame lanterns. There's actually more of some sort of energy to this light source here, and from these hanging lanterns, you can see that. What I tried to depict on the screen is kind of like bright light and dim light. So you guys are kind of just making your way on the outer threshold. Can you guys see the map okay and everything?
Yes.
You guys can see yourselves up there? Okay. So as you approach in the dim light, now the front of the House of Courts, very much like the House of Blades, very tall building from the front, mansion-esque, if you will. Probably about 30, 40 feet up. And as you approach, you can see, even though the lights are on the street level, the light does traverse up, and you can see the very slight outline of some of these creatures on top. And the one thing that you will notice is that when you originally went there before, now you can't see some of the gargoyles from originally, because remember how I said there was kind of like 2 small ones, 2 bigger ones, 2 bigger ones, and then 2 bigger ones? There's actually a much larger one here that you don't remember from before, right there in the middle, much larger than the other ones that are placed. And you can also see, not making themselves stealthy or out of sight at all, you can see some other figures kind of traversing the top of the roof there with longbows drawn. You would probably put together this is some sort of security system for the high court here, the House of Courts here in the city of Innsbruck. So, Gio and Volt, as you guys approach, what do you want to do?
Well,
As of right now, nothing's happening.
I get my shot club out.
Okay.
I see that the gargoyles have a leader, so I think I'll just go for that one.
Oh my god.
Okay. Volt.
Gio, hold on. 1 second.
Cool.
1 second.
All
One
right,
second.
go ahead.
Okay, so what are your full intentions with these gargoyles? Do you want to find out if they're real, or do you want to kill them even if they don't move?
I'm just here to break them.
Okay, let's find out if they're real. I can maybe get us not in trouble if we find out if they're real. I just need you to follow my lead, okay?
All right.
We will lead towards smashing. I just want to make sure that we're not going to smash and then get in trouble for it.
All right.
And what are your guys' perceptions? Passive perceptions?
19.
Okay, yours is pretty high. All right. I would say that as you're walking up again, you're kind of on that like edge of the. There's no reason for them to have any sort of alert to you right now, right? You're just 2 dudes walking along the streets, and they can't really see that this is a large crocodile figure walking either. So you right now you haven't really raised any alarms or anything. That's about as much as the map as I could do. I mean, you guys could move technically like up here if you wanted to, which I guess that would actually kind of make a little bit more sense.
Okay.
Continue.
Are there any guards on the bottom floor?
With that, no. They're all up on the top.
Okay, I'm gonna take my school ID. I'm gonna take a silver piece. I'm gonna put the silver piece on my one flap of the school ID and hold it with my finger. Stupid. Walk over to the wall.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go, "Hello, sir," up top. Excuse me.
All right, go ahead, start moving, so I know which sir you're
I'm
addressing
going
there.
straight up here to talk to one of those 2 guys.
Okay. Yeah, right as you're about to approach like that little sidewalk kind of area to the house, as you start to say "sir," you'll hear a voice from down below. Excuse me, can I help you?
Yes, I'm with the federal golem inspectors. My accomplice over here is here. He inspects. We have to make sure that it's perfect quality for all these gargoyles placed on top of this building. And I'm gonna flash my badge really quick and then lift it back up.
He kind of looks over at the other one. You can see there's another elf kind of walking up alongside of him as he says "halt" and "state your purpose." There's another one kind of just walking up here. Off the edge of the building. So now there's like 3 of them. Let me take a closer look. No, all right. So he walks up and says, he looks up at the other one. You can hear them kind of whispering. A golem inspector? I don't understand.
You guys recently have molded these on top of your beautiful building, correct?
Yes, they just arrived this morning.
All right, so to make sure they're properly secure and that they're in the best quality, because if not, why would you put them on top of the building in the first place? Like, we're here to make sure that they're in good quality. If not, we have to remove them to make sure that you get the right and perfect quality that you paid for.
You're gonna hear the other one. You're gonna hear the other one chime in. It's a bit late. Would you rather come in the morning?
No, you have to make sure that it's set. So if you guys placed it in, we have to wait 2 hours to make sure it was okay.
Go ahead and roll deception there, Chief.
Please don't fail me.
Oh my god.
Okay. Right.
Ouch.
Right. Well,
Do I get advantage for my wallet flip?
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand real quick. We'll see.
Oh my god.
If this
Ooh.
Because I wanted to give something since you did the flip.
Oh.
Oh.
All right, cool. All right, well, I don't see your friend. You said there was another person.
I'm sorry, Professor Gio, can you come over here, please?
I start walking over there.
Oh, dear Lord, what What is that?
He is a craftsman. One of the best. Do you not know Professor Steele?
Oh my.
They both look at
Professor
They
Geo?
both look at each other.
He's the one who can eat anything.
All right. Well, I mean, can you just inspect them from down there, or I don't? What do you
Sir,
need?
do you hear yourself right now? You want me to inspect it and make sure that the quality is good from down here? I can bring us up there. Wouldn't it be a problem?
GM roll d20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it 2 slashes?
I think it's just one.
slash.
This is very dumb, and I love it.
Just so dumb.
So stupid!
Okay. All right.
Love it.
So the first guy you started talking to, he did just kind of have his bow at his side as you approached and just kind of took it down. Didn't like notch an arrow, just kind of had it. I mean, stay right where you are. And he'll like kind of like cock his bow back on, and you're gonna see this guy kind of like disappear off into the darkness.
Okay.
Just waiting a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna come out the front door. All right, so let me get the street. So you need to get on top of the building to inspect the statues.
Yes, to make sure that it is aesthetic correctly and the quality is perfect.
All right. Well, follow me, I guess, and
Okay.
he's going to start to escort you into the building.
We're going in the building.
All right.
I'm following, I guess. This is
Yeah.
working out way different than what I was going to do.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
So as
I mean, I'll go with it.
you guys walk into this building, it is. Jesus Criminettis. I love it. Alright. So as you walk into this building, it is, again, nighttime, so it's not like it's super lit up in here or anything. But what you will see is a corridor. Come on, darn you. Nope.
And it's not like midnight, right? It's just like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's pretty late around there.
So there would still be people in the house?
Probably
like
asleep.
Or...
As you first walk
Which I have no idea what it looks like, so never mind.
As you first walk in, no, you don't see anyone. You are just with this one, this one person. Oh gosh, dang it! I'll bring you guys over here in a second. All right.
Pretty.
So you guys are coming into this main corridor right here.
Oh my god!
Actually, I'm sorry, right here. All right.
You guys take notes.
What is that?
So as you guys walk in,
It's a dinosaur.
Triceratops.
as you guys
This is
walk
city-
in, he's actually going to walk you through. This is actually upstairs. You can actually walk down through this hallway to here, and he's going to take you out into this back little kind of courtyard area. Back up here, and then
A ladder.
Dad was dead.
back onto the roof.
Okay.
So now there's no light back here. So how do you guys? Who has some dark vision between the two of you?
I have a goggles.
I also bought goggles
Perfect,
yesterday.
perfect,
Goggles.
perfect.
Or today, I should say.
Oh, we're
You're
goggle
prepped.
people. We're good.
Goggle.
I have them too. Everyone has dark vision now.
See.
Does Spray have dark vision?
No.
Yes, I do.
Yes, he does. I think he has it naturally, though.
Yep,
Yep.
I'm an ASMR.
Oh. I knew that.
Like for sure. So what I'll do?
All
Just
I
to
know
make
is these guys about to lose their fucking jobs.
this... So just to make this a little easier for you to see, we'll just go ahead and do that.
Okay.
All right. So he is going to lead you
Oh my
guys.
god, there's a glass roof on top of the Triceratops.
So he's gonna kind of lead you guys back around this way. Follow me. Just watch your step. Try to stay to the top trellis here. All right. Well, on your way then, I guess.
All right, Professor, if you wouldn't mind, inspect them.
I start to inspect the gargoyles.
All right. Go ahead and roll investigation there, Chief.
That's a natural one.
All right. So
Don't you have advantage with your magnifying glass?
He doesn't
I
have his-
gave it to
away.
Persephone.
Yep. He gave it away. So.
Oh, wait, I told him to inspect. It's too late. Never mind. Continue.
Yep.
Wait for the next one.
So as you look over this first gargoyle here, it's one of the little ones right here. Can you see that? And yeah, just looks like a basic statue, just not
I
moving.
flick it a bit, see if it like crackles or whatever.
There's so many gargoyles up here.
So nothing breaks when I flick it or whatever.
Nope,
All right,
nope.
All right. We'll move on to the next one.
Yeah, go ahead.
next one.
Yep.
I will inspect
I
this
will give
one
him
too.
guidance this time.
There you go. Yeah.
Natural one again.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
you need new
Amazing.
dice!
Amazing.
Oh, that one's going to jail for a bit.
This is the year of the other kind of crit crab.
Yeah, oh my gosh, that's right. You stole my. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay, all right, okay. So again, as you kind of look this one over, it's a little bigger than the last one. It's like, okay, maybe this is a little bit easier to kind of look over a little bit. And you look, again, very similar to the other one that you just a little bit bigger. All right, like there's some minor details that are a little different in terms of like fangs but pretty much just another gargoyle statue.
All right, I'll move on to the next one. All right, Pinky, you got this.
Guidance again.
Excuse me, sir. Just if I can have but a moment of your time, and he's pointing at you, Bolt.
Okay. Jill, just who do you? I'll tap him one more time for guidance.
All right.
How can I help you?
Move, Jake. I gotta see
So-
that dice.
I'll be quite honest with you. I've never actually heard of golem inspectors. That's a new thing. I was not informed that someone would be coming to inspect the statues. I mean,
What does guidance do again, by the way?
It gives you a D4.
D4.
Well, we don't want to give you a warning because then you might try to fix it yourself before we get here, and we don't want that because usually people who try to fix it after themselves usually does it really cheaply, and we don't want that. Because the worst thing is one of these fall through a ceiling and land on someone, which has happened. It's quite gory.
Oh, I can only imagine. Yes, absolutely. So how long have you? So he's actually the inspector. You just his traveling companion.
Yeah. He doesn't really talk much, so I'm more of the conversational type.
He is rather scary. I mean, not to judge, but I'm going to. He's a large.
Yes, most people do say
crocodile who inspects statues.
Yeah, there's those crocodile and lizard folk. They are very good with crafting, especially with bone. But he stepped it up a game, went up to stone.
Huh.
Boned stone.
Bone stone. Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, again, just speaking of accidents, be careful up there. I mean, this is
Absolutely. Yeah, I have my own means of protecting us in case if anything happens.
All right. Well, if you don't mind, we're going to continue about our duties up here. But,
No, absolutely.
All right. Let us know if you find anything.
You got it. If you do see us crack anything, I will repair it at the point. Just remember that it is part of our job. Then I'm going to do a slight bounce, start walking away.
All right. You got a 7 on number 3 here.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That was a
Crab, what are you doing?
Much like the first one and the second one, they're just getting a little bigger, a little bit more slight details, but they're not moving or anything.
All right.
Kind of give them a little nudge. They just,
When I get to Geo, I'm going to tell him when we get to this one that he can break off the wing if he wants.
Oh my god.
Just don't damage the building.
Oh no.
Oh my god. This is
Why
such a
have
bad
you done
idea.
this?
So that's a 5 for that one.
Oh crap!
Rolling
the
good tonight.
best.
You need new dice.
I mean,
No.
hey,
No,
these-
no. I mean, keep him this way, because the less he knows about this, the less chance it's gonna go to hell in a handbasket.
that's fair.
I mean, yeah, at least they're doing it now.
Yeah. Number 5. Not much to discuss here. Just they look like they're pretty secure. Yeah, just gargoyle statues on the building.
Oh my
No,
god.
what we got up to any of them.
Are you
Right?
going up to the big one?
Yeah, might as well.
All right.
All right. Next roll.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Did I get guidance or not?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no, guys, you didn't say it.
He didn't say his role yet. It says before they say the outcome.
All right. No guidance. Yes, guidance. I don't know if it's gonna help anyway at this point.
8.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wow.
Oh my god.
We're getting closer to 10.
This is so bad.
So, have you found anything at all? Are we all right? Or
No, whoever put these on are pretty well and secured. We're going to proceed, though.
fantastic. Okay, well, continue on. Please do hurry.
Alright, maybe that should
Got
be
it.
bad luck out of them. Oh,
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gargoyle number 6.
alright.
Jeez.
Guidance.
Starting to feel that, just gargoyles on the roof here, deal. Your worries are at ease,
Another one.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
Well, I did tell you if you wanted to break this one, you could.
I accidentally break the wing.
Okay. Go ahead and make a sleight of hand check there. Since we're accidentally doing it.
Fuck. I don't like that laugh.
5.
5?
Ah!
Anytime he laughs like that, it's always low.
I'm having bad luck today.
Crap. This is not your year.
So as you go over and inspect this one, and you're kind of like, all right. So the five gargoyles that you've done so far have been more visual looking, just kind of like, sometimes you tap here and there, but this one you're really getting into like, maybe I'm just missing something. If I tickle it or something, maybe it'll move or something. Like whatever you can do to get some sort of movement out of these gargoyles. And when you go to tickle it, you kind of like tickle too hard and break this whole wing off. The guy from over the way goes, is that supposed to happen? What's going on over there?
Nope, that is why we're here.
Is that one all right? Is that defective?
Yes, so I'm going to repair it now. Gio, can you hold the wing up so I can mend this thing?
Yes, I
Starts
hold it
walking
up.
over.
All right, as soon as he holds it up, I'll start casting mending to attach the wing back on.
Okay. By the time he gets over there, it's mended back on.
Whew.
Oh, all right. Well, you are quickly. That was okay. All right.
Yep, it's our job.
All right. Well, again, please do finish up with the rest of them so we can get you off this roof here.
Yep, you got it.
All right, next one.
Jeez Louise.
My god.
Guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, click on that. Oh, finally something good.
You 4.
15, 16. Yeah. 17.
There we go. All right.
Hey.
So as you're kind of looking over these, and you've gone from one to the other, and you got your goggles on. It's taking you a while to kind of adjust to the lighting and everything and this dark vision stuff. But as you get to gargoyle number 7 here, the one thing that you do notice as you kind of start to look this one over, you kind of like get around to the front. You kind of been like inspecting these from like the back and the side, and haven't really gotten a really good front on some of these. But now you kind of like swing around to the front, and this gargoyle, now you can't really remember what the other ones in particular, but at least with this one, definitely resembles some of the gargoyles that you fought on that airship before. You're not really too sure about contestants 1 through 6 back there, but this is the first one that's kind of piqued your interest in terms of... Wait a minute.
Oh no.
I start poking it in the eye.
Okay.
See if I can get it to move.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I start poking it in the eye. Nope. Okay. Nothing happens. Some of the reasons that this kind of resembles the other ones, you do notice now that the coloration of the stone, in fact, resembles some of the ones from before. That's one big one that kind of knocks off to you. Is like, you've seen statues before. Usually they're like more of like a darker gray stone. This they're still made of stone, but they have almost like a slight kind of like tint to them, like a green, light green tint to them almost.
All right. Marking that one for destruction. Let's go for this one.
Okay. Moving on.
right.
Go ahead and roll.
One.
Oh my god.
Seeing gargoyle number 8 almost makes you think like, wait a second, maybe I'm losing it. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that one doesn't. I must be. Nope. They're all the same. They're all the same. Even though number 7, you could swear, kind of looks like the ones from the airship. This one kind of brought you back to this second guessing yourself. Maybe they are different. Maybe they're yeah. It's a gargoyle on a roof. Okay. On to number 9.
There's a 9? Oh, there's a 9. It's
Yep.
very tiny. All right.
Oh boy.
2.
No.
Okay. Wow. I mean, it's a gargoyle on a roof, man. I would say almost at this point, Gio, from inspecting all these different gargoyles, from small to medium to large to extra large in the middle, the one kind of caught your eye in terms of like you could swear like the coloration was a little different, but again, in this kind of like darkened atmosphere with your goggles and just kind of getting used to these night vision goggles and looking them all over, and you had a glint that maybe they were the same kind of species, I guess, if you will, from the airship battle. But now that you're kind of looking over it, I mean, 1 out of 9, nah, they can't be the same. There's no way.
Yeah. All right. I see your reasoning. Let's go.
Okay.
Do you want to take that one that you were curious about for a second?
I mean, this is the only one that caught my eye.
We can take it back and look at it.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. I'm gonna go over to the guy and be, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
All right, so the rest of them are in really good condition, but we do have a worry
wonderful.
about this one, that the molding is not going to stick properly after some weather changes. I can write you a receipt and bring it back in the morning if that's okay.
My goodness, what seems to be the trouble here? And he kind of like
The
walks
molding
over.
is really thin. If you look right here, you see how it's like a lighter gray than the rest of the statues are.
No, I don't. But all right, I'll take your word for it.
No, I don't.
But you can go ahead and roll deception and see if I believe you.
What a strange thing to say.
Let me just get up my dice real quick.
Just a couple dudes on the roof.
That's a 15.
15?
Yeah.
Not bad.
All right. I mean, how do you propose on getting it down from here?
Oh,
though?
we have
I mean,
we have that perfectly here. Let me finish writing the receipt. I'm going to put gargoyle number 8 left side of the building, light gray repair, and I'm going to rip it out and hand it to him. And then, Gio, you can rip it off the building. I'll have it fly out.
All right, I pick it up or rip it out.
Give him guidance first.
This is going so great.
It's going a lot better than it could have gone.
This is very true.
Yeah, that's still alive. So it's going
My
good.
original plan was him to cast fly on me and just fly
Yes.
around hitting them.
I was definitely part of my plan until I saw the 37 guards.
All right, so I try to lift the gargoyle off the roof.
all right. Go ahead and make a
With guidance.
strength check with guidance.
This probably works.
This is what you're good at.
Strength check. Strength check. So strength check or like acro athletic? I don't know. Strength check. We'll just do strength check.
I think it's more of a strength check.
He's deadlifting a statue.
Use your legs. Bend at the knees, bud.
13.
13. Oh man, you said the molding was bad. I mean, it seems like it's pretty secure on there. You sure this one's defective?
Yeah, hold on. I see what it is. Someone in the front overdid the molding where he's grabbing. I have to just weaken it up a little bit.
All right.
I'm gonna do a ray of frost around the molding part. Just
Amazing.
a little line.
All right. Go ahead and roll again there, Mr. Gio.
Guidance again.
Yep.
Ah, that's better. Oh. 19.
You start to hear some of the molding break, especially with the help of the Ray of Frost kind of weakening the hinges. So now you're holding on to this. It does break off, and you're holding on to this.
Okay, I'm going to cast Fly on both of us with my level 4 spell.
Okay, go ahead. Yep. You can do it on both of you, right?
Yeah, that's what level 4 will do.
Nice.
All right, and then I will salute to the dying. I'm sorry, we'll be back as soon as we can.
All right. Well, yes. Do I just hold? What do I do with this receipt?
I'll collect it back when we return.
Oh, all right. It's
Yeah,
very
we'll
odd,
leave.
but I didn't get your names as you guys like fly away. You gonna give me
Have
your
a
names?
wonderful night.
Okay.
It's really windy up here. I'm sorry. I barely hear what you're saying.
All right. And you fly away into the night.
Yep.
Oh my god.
All right, Gio, we got 10 minutes. Where are we bringing this thing?
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
I love it.
there's like an alley somewhere.
We can go to the academy. I'm pretty sure we can fly to the academy really fast.
I just fly over an alley and drop it.
Okay, that works too.
You fly over an alley and drop it.
Boy.
Okay.
How high up are you guys? Mind you.
40 feet? High enough to be not hitting small buildings?
Yeah, that.
Okay.
About to murder some random passerby with falling gargoyles.
All right,
Well, I
let's
make sure not to hit anybody. I can see like 60 feet.
just drop on random NPC. Sorry. Sorry. All right, can you guys see that?
Yeah, so
Mhm.
here.
Let me just see if I can zoom in for you real quick.
No, I think we can zoom in.
How's that?
Alrighty.
I don't see anything. You just zoomed yourself in the stream. So yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. You can
So
do
we're here. Yeah, we're here, right?
Yep.
All right. So Gio, what do you say about like the trees over there?
Over here?
Like over here, yeah.
Yeah, we'll fly over there and.
Oh my god, somebody's backyard.
I mean, kind of.
Drop it on the house of Blades.
Yeah,
Oh my
there
god.
aren't really alleys on the island because
Yep.
it's all the
So
upper
someone's
class.
backyard.
Oh,
Use all the pointed bits from the House of Blades. I think it's a great idea. It'll go great.
Anyway, I go to the park, our
Mhm.
backyard, and I fly up high enough and then I drop it.
Okay.
Make sure that no one will be killed when I drop it.
Got it. So as you guys are flying over and kind of find a nice safety spot, and you let it go.
Does it start?
It turns-
We're killing it.
You see it slowly start to turn into a gargoyle, probably about 10,
No,
15
I'm
feet from the
casting
ground,
Shatter.
and starts to
Right.
take off. Go ahead. Roll for attack. Roll.
It has to
Shatter.
make a con save.
Con save it is.
I'm gonna kill that fucking thing.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, it is made of stone, right? So it's disadvantage on the save. You
Well,
know,
it's
fuck
not-
it. We're
it's-
gonna
well, it's not
we're
made
gonna
of-
super boost it.
It's not made of stone anymore.
Um,
Aren't gargoyles just made of stone?
inorganic material. Okay, so no, it's inorganic.
You said a con
It's
save?
organic. Yeah, it's organic now, and I'm also just gonna boost it.
Wow. 22?
That's gonna make it, but I'm still gonna boost it.
Okay.
So 10 is not the damage. That's what 24.
This is so fucking great.
Yeah, 24 boosted. And it is thunder damage.
Thunder damage. All right. Roll for initiative, guys.
I'm fucking chasing
Oh boy.
this thing down.
All right.
Okay, you're going into jail for the rest of the night.
Now?
You should probably really just put your entire dice collection in the jail.
How far is it from me, Kyle?
Oh, wow. Jeez Louise. What's that?
How far is it? More than 10 feet away from me?
Yeah, it's like 25 feet away.
Okay.
Well, like 20 now. Because you dropped
Okay.
it. You were 40 feet up, dropped it, about 10 feet, 15 feet from the ground it turned in. So 25, 30 feet away.
That's all. Yeah. Okay, so that's fine. So then, yeah, that's all I'm doing. So we're rolling initiative.
Yep.
Jesus.
Do we have
So, I
tokens
got-
on this page. No, we don't.
I can just add people, right?
You can.
I got 1 + 1, so 2.
15. All right. And you got a 2?
Yeah.
2? Okay. Volt, you will be going first. So as Geo drops this thing down to the ground, about 10 feet or so from the ground, you hear this, and it switches. You hear the transformation. It switches over, and starts to take off. You cast Shatter on it, damaging it a little bit, but it does, and you're up first again.
Okay, I'm gonna go 60 feet closer to it.
Okay, you're like 30 feet away, but yep, okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna get right onto it, and I'm gonna do a 4th level lightning bolt.
Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay.
Oh.
All right, go ahead. Hit it
All
up.
right.
God.
I'm gonna use my container for this. Why not?
And what was his damage total? 10 plus what?
The 10 is no, it was a 24, so half of 24 would be 12.
Okay.
And then this is gonna make a dex save.
Dex? All right. Ooh.
It's a roll my 2. That will make the save, so it's gonna take half of 39.
19? 20. No, 19. 19. Right? I think that's
And then we will use a sorcery point, and I will do Ray of Frost on it.
amazing. So.
Alright, so 23 to hit, 8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Okay, that definitely hits.
And then I'm gonna stay here?
All right. So it just got fucked up from Volt flying through the air, and you will see it. What do I want to have this guy do? Where'd you guys drop him off at, or try to?
It was like over here.
Over there.
Yeah.
And his speed's reduced by half. Yeah.
10.
By 10. Okay.
Or half, why not?
Yeah. By the way, if he was resistant to lightning damage, he's not resistant to it.
So he is on the ground, well, like 10 feet above the ground, just taking all these pummeled shots, and kind of looks up at all of you and is going to zoom over towards the water. Like, just got wrecked and is like, nope, I don't want any part of this. Woof, woof. And is going to get right about there. 60 feet, 50 feet, 110 feet. And you're gonna hear a sploosh.
It went into the water?
Yep.
That's a horrible mistake.
That's all you heard. Just sploosh.
Jill, he went in the water.
Jill, you're up.
Well, I fly towards the water. How close do I get?
What is your? I don't know what the fly speed.
60
is.
feet, so he can do 120 if he dashes.
Which is what the gargoyle did. To get out there. So
All right,
you can go in hot pursuit.
I will be in hot pursuit then. And it's in the water, then I'll go into the water and look for it.
Awesome. Okay, you go into the water. So, Volt, you hear, "Ow!" Sploosh. You hear 2 splooshes. Geo, go ahead, and now that you're in the water, what is your passive perception?
I believe it is 14.
14. Okay. All right. Okay. What you see is the gargoyle has turned back into like a rock formation and is like sinking all the way down to the bottom. Volt, you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna go splash in the water.
Oh god. Okay. All right. Sploosh. Your pass is pretty high, so you're gonna be right behind Geo. Yeah, you're gonna be right behind Geo, and you would just barely make out, probably about 5-10 feet or so by now. This gargoyle has turned back into that statue form, and just like sinking down to the bottom.
Okay. How far is the bottom from here?
Oh gosh, I gotta look up my notes for that. Hold on 1 second. I actually have notes of how deep the Embrick Sea here is. Hold on 1 second.
Of course you do.
Going hard on his world building, man.
I'm not
Question:
surprised.
how deep is it right here? Because there's got to be deeper spots.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. 1 second.
Oh my god.
You're pretty close to the shore, so I don't know if it's a good thing to have it be deeper or shallower.
How fast can you move on the water?
You have a swimming speed, so your movement speed is your swimming speed.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
I do not.
I don't know if fly works in the water though.
I mean, water is just like thicker air.
But it's
Steep.
not flying at that point.
Okay, so at the time that you guys
that's a
get in there,
penguins.
yeah, so it only got just barely to the edge of the water, like on the shoreline here.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably about like 10 feet or so when you guys get in there, but I mean, it's not really using movement. It's just sinking down and down and down. So by the time you guys get there, it's actually a pretty decent. It's a pretty decent depth because again the island of Imbric is actually floating above the water. So this part of the water here is there's not really like a beach, if you will, or like a slope. It's probably about like 30 or so feet deep by the time you guys get there. It's just,
Okay.
This is still
Can I get to
down.
Geo?
Can you get to Geo? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So I cannot swim very fast, and I'm gonna lose my breath as soon as I cast this. So I'm gonna hit haste onto the Geo and then go back to the surface.
Amazing.
Nice.
Oh,
Awesome.
what does haste do?
Double your movement. You get 2 to AC, and you get 1 free attack action.
Oh, okay. So I double my movement?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, is that all?
And,
All right.
and the extra attack action doesn't give you the multi attack.
No, it's just
That
the
fighter
one
does.
attack.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's single attack.
But it
I
is,
assume-
it is your turn, Geo. This thing is now 30, 35, 40, 40. It's just slowly starting to go deeper and deeper into the water.
Are you gonna eat?
Yes, I will. I'm just doing something. Gargoyles die.
Not now. I'm fighting gargoyles.
I've been waiting my whole life for this. Just 1 minute.
So I move 60 feet because I can swim pretty
Yep.
fast.
Now that you have haste, yeah, absolutely you can. Go ahead.
And I'm right next to it.
Yeah.
I smack it real hard with my mace.
Okay.
Amazing.
Underwater damage, is that with disadvantage?
Only if you don't have a swimming speed.
If you have some speed, it's normal.
Yeah,
All
it's
right, go
normal.
ahead and swing away there, man.
Do I have a swimming speed though?
You do.
Mhm.
Lizard folks do.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're a crocodile, man.
I'm trying to figure out where I put that because I don't know where I put
It
that.
would normally just be in your regular speed because I don't think Roll20 lets you add it anywhere.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. I hit it. Where is my fucking? So it is a 7 to hit. 17 plus 7.
Oh, that definitely
Yes.
hits, man. Go ahead and roll damage there, Gargoyle Slayer.
8. Where's my d8s? There. Plus 4 damage.
How much total?
1d8 plus 4 damage, I think.
What are you hitting it with?
My shot club.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a D8.
Okay.
We're all a little rusty. It's been a decade since we played.
That's fair. Well played. Well played.
8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And that's on the first swing?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, swing again there, champ.
Another 17.
That'll definitely hit.
That's a 6 plus 4, so 10.
Oh, that misses.
That's damage.
That's damage.
Oh, that's damage? Oh, okay, yeah. So, Geo,
Yeah.
ever since the airship, right? You have had just this newfound villain in your questing, like just this personal vendetta against the rock creatures of death from above. You have constantly been looking, trying to find gargoyles here, gargoyles there, every turn, every avenue, every corner, and have yet to find one. You finally find gargoyles in the city of Imbric in this underwater battle. How do you want to take out this gargoyle?
Yeah! Wreck it!
Oh, Rick.
Smash. I smash it wings and then keep smashing till it's pebbles.
Pebbles. So
Pummel
you
it
just
to
take
pebbles.
and on that last swing, the final crack just cracks this whole thing right down the almost like a lightning bolt kind of shape, and it splits in two. And this inner ferocity and rage of just constantly trying to find gargoyles, just smash it again. Volt from the water, you can't fly anymore, right? You're just kind of.
No, I'm literally floating on the top of the water.
Okay. Over a period of time, you just see all these bubbles kind of pop up every now and again. Don't really know what's going on. But Jill, you just continue to smash and smash and smash, and eventually this gargoyle, which was once probably about like Volt size, it was like a medium-sized kind of creature, has been just reduced to just ash and rubble in front of you under the water. It's kind of cool because as you swing, it's all like slow motion. But I mean, for you, it's like this epic fucking
Vengeance.
this epic vengeance. Yes, amazing. So, what do you want to do? It's all just goo and smudge in front of you now.
All right, I pick up what I can and then go up to the top of the water and eat it.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, quick.
All right, time to get a 1 again.
Jill eating everything he kills is one of my favorite things.
Agreed.
That was a 7. So
7. You're not really sure if it's a tooth or the eye, but there's like one big kind of chunk left that you can.
I pick it up.
You can take back, swim back up to the top, and Volt, as you're kind of sitting there for a little bit, just like watching the bubbles, it kind of subsides for a little bit. Kind of figure out what you want to do, and just
Just waiting for him to come back up.
Yeah, Jill just comes erupting out of the water next to you.
Feel better?
Yeah, I take the thing and eat it,
Nice.
and then I get really tired for a bit because haste wears off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Just a somber crocodile. In the
Yep.
water.
So we'll just sit there and wait for a minute.
Epic vengeance.
All right. So now we at least know that those things are animated.
Yep, we'll kill them another time. Let's go
Yep.
back.
No.
All right.
I grab them and start swimming real fast.
I'm gonna pretend to be helping. I wear heavy armor. This is very, very tiring.
Amazing.
So swim back to shore and go back to the glory hands to go sleep.
All right.
I will prestidigitation me dry. I don't know if Jill wants to be dry.
I don't know what that is.
You can make us dry, so you're not wet anywhere. Or you want to?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. Crocodile probably likes it. Yeah. So as all this is going on, some of you have already found slumber for the evening. This is probably going on the same time that Ilona and Lincoln are having their conversations too. So I'm pretty sure that's sleep for everyone now, right?
Mhm.
Bam!
We did
All
it!
All right. We did it. All right.
So that's the first of 7 days.
Yep. Now, on to the next day.
I'm
The
gonna
day
go-
before the wedding.
I'm gonna go get food real fast.
Oh, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So, now that was pretty fun. So you guys awake. Percy, you stayed at the house, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Did everyone else stay at the Glory House?
No.
And Styx fell asleep in the library.
Yep.
Okay. So Styx, as you kind of awaken in the morning, kind of like half, drilling on one of the pages, you're gonna hear this. You're gonna hear this. You're gonna feel this little kind of gentle tap on your shoulder.
What?
As you kind of wipe the dirt from your eyes and kind of look up and kind of wipe some of the drool off, you actually see there's very similar to the robots that you saw in Professor Rubrick's room that were rolling around on the floor. There's another automaton there, and with no mouth, just eyes and a body that you can see. It says, "Good morning."
Is it?
Yes, you've been here all evening.
Yep. Probably have. Just give us a minute, and I'll pull out a bottle.
You kind of oh,
I'll pull out my last bottle of Apple Jacks and take a quick swig.
morning drinking. I've noticed chasing the dog. Yes,
Hair of the dog.
wagging the dog.
Hair. Oh.
Hair of the dog. Hold on. And it's been this automaton's been kind of like wiggling back and forth. And you can see it's on just like in Professor Rubik's room. It's on like this like kind of like wheeled gear kind of mechanism that's like rolls on the track.
It's just gonna grab its head and just stop moving. Just stay still. Stay.
The top half stays, but the bottom half is still kind of like.
What do you want?
Nothing. Just making sure you're not dead.
Okay. Bye.
And as you let go of its head, it kind of like wheels off onto another part. Kind of wheels around one of the spinning bookshelves that's still spinning.
I gather up my notes and leave the books in nice, neat piles, and then I'll head out back to the Glory Hounds, so I know everyone is.
Okay. And as you start to head down that main corridor, the automaton comes back and like grabs the books and kind of like swings and then disappears around behind another bookshelf.
Quick and effective. It's all right.
Percy, in the House of Blades, you slept in your old room or a different room or?
Yeah, my room. Technically, it's still my room.
Technically.
My real parents haven't disowned me, so.
That's true. That is true. What would you like to do when you wake up?
Scavenge for some breakfast in the kitchen, and then put on my best face and go visit Andromeda.
Okay. So as you kind of, wake up and make your way down to the kitchen, it is just eerily quiet. And when you actually make your way down into the kitchen, the chef's not there, the warforged aren't there. Kind of interesting. There's actually no one in the building.
I just take a moment to picture. Yeah, I just take a moment to picture. This is what my own place will be like.
Peace and quiet. What kind of breakfast you want to make real quick?
Chicken waffles.
Bacon.
Yes.
Perfect the art of chicken waffles.
No, I think just bacon, eggs, and toast.
Okay. So as you start to make your bacon and eggs and toast and kind of, just have a nice little serene moment to yourself, no real buzzing or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And as you sit down at the table and kind of like, because there are like little mini tables that you can, like breakfast nooks that you can eat in the kitchen.
Yep.
Kind of sitting there just enjoying the quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, Bob!
Do I recognize the voice?
It's Bob. Just standing there. Bob.
Morning, Bob.
Bob.
Nobody came to visit at all yet, right?
Bob.
If this is going to be an evolution for you, we do need to work on your vocabulary. If you wouldn't mind, I can see about taking a look and maybe reversing something, some small bits, and enhancing your intelligence later.
You hear this, Dennis! Dennis just comes up right behind him.
And for you, of course. I will treat you both equally.
They kind of like look at each other like, Bob Dennis.
In the meantime, I will be venturing forth into the city later today. If you can keep an eye out for anyone coming to visit, and do your best to act as you did before your awakening, and see if you can figure out what they want. I'll make up cards that you can hand out if somebody comes to call.
Dennis.
Do we ever do something about that dead body?
Bob.
They were watching it.
We have nowhere to put it yet. Oh no, we put it in a guest room.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's upstairs. Bob and Dennis did that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That also reminds me. Perhaps one of you can go get some flowers and such to mask the smell that I'm sure will be filling the house before too long.
Hey, Jill sort of showers sometimes.
mean that one time, like 2 days ago?
Bob, and
Exactly.
he kind of like looks like he's trying to put up a thumbs up, but they only have like so many fingers. So I mean, it kind of looks like one, I guess. And he just takes off towards the front door.
Yes, we really must work on that. And I'll make some quick cards of just the Lord of the Manor is indisposed. Please leave a note as to your concern with the Warforged. And I'll have some spare paper and pencil to the side that they can hand as well.
And as you're sitting there enjoying your breakfast, Dennis... No, wait, Bob went to go find flowers, right?
Yeah.
Dennis is just standing there awkwardly. Not saying anything, just standing there.
It's creepy.
It's
Well,
kind of
have a seat.
almost like a surprised look. Dennis?
No
Dennis?
need to
Nope, Dennis,
stand on
Dennis,
protocol.
Dennis, yeah. Kind of just sits down. Kind of like puts his hands on the table.
He's so cute.
Gonna pause in my notes real fast. Perhaps if my parents are willing, I'll bring you two along with me. I do plan on making my own workshop, and I could use some assistance in maintaining it.
Dennis!
It will be hard work. I build things, and I will need some heavy lifting done and such. It will not be as simple as work here.
Oh, Dennis, and he kind of like stands up from the table and walks over to the fridge that you have, and like
no,
starts to like slowly like starts like he's gonna pick it up, and then like just barely like moves up like a little bit off the ground and like sets it back down. Comes back over, sits down. Dennis.
Admirable. Well, if you and your cohort are interested, I'll see what I can manage, and I'll.
Bob comes back up and he's holding a jar of some white powdery substance in a jar. Bob!
He got flour.
He got flour. Oh my god!
Sets it on the table.
Where did he get that in the kitchen?
The best robot.
What a good boy.
You can't see Warforged smile, but you kind of get the feeling.
The bigger question is, how do you pay for it?
There was a storage thing outside the opposite way where I got some pickled eggs, if I remember correctly.
So
Stole some pickled eggs.
that isn't what I meant, but very good, thank you.
Bob.
I meant
Bob!
aromatic to mask bad smells for the body in the guest room. You won't be able to smell it. We will, and it will be very foul before too long. So incense or potpourri.
You see Dennis kind of look up at him. He's like, Dennis, Bob. Dennis, Bob.
Dennis?
Oh, Bob. And, Dennis
Dennis, how about you go find that, and I'll have a chat with Bob.
kind of looks up at Bob. He's like, Dennis. And starts walks away. Now just Bob standing there.
Would you not have a backyard to just bury the body in?
It's not exactly walled, so someone might see.
Oh.
So now Bob's standing there. He looks at your plate. You're like halfway done. He goes, Bob. Because he just
Have
like
a seat. Join me.
Bob.
I'm not quite done.
Bob.
It's like talking to Pokemon.
I was
Bob. Bob. And he's like pointing at the flower
Don't-
thing.
Not a problem. This will not be an issue once I improve your mental capacities. Speaking of, I was just speaking with Dennis. If you would be so inclined.
Bob.
If you'd be so inclined, I might see about my parents letting me bring you along. I could use both of your services once I open my own workshop.
Bob.
It'll be
Bob.
it'll be harder work, heavy lifting and such, but
Bob, he
Morn.
kind of like stands up.
Damn it, I knew
He runs over to like the stove. And he starts to like try to like lift it up.
Oh God.
What did Caitlin do?
I'm so
And
sorry.
you see him like lift it up a little bit, like just about as much as the fridge. He's like sets it back down. Kind of sits back down. Bob.
That will do nicely. It'll definitely be more engaging than work here, but not quite so simple, if you're so inclined.
Bob.
I'll speak with my parents. I'll speak with my mother, since I'm not so sure we'll bring father back.
Mm.
Just kinda
Meanwhile, I know you don't eat. Do you oil anything in the morning?
Bob.
Polish any your shoulders? I'm not sure if there's any morning routines that you all would have.
Go ahead and roll an insight check from this conversation.
Okay. Insight. That's a 13.
13. You're gathering from your conversation here so far that, I mean, he doesn't really know. Just because this is like a whole new world kind of thing in terms of opening up the programming and like eating oil. That sure, no, not a clue. Never, he's never done anything like that before. So
How about some morning reading? And I'll pull out one of my books that I've got, and I know many of us enjoy reading a newspaper or something of the sorts. So
he will
enjoy.
go ahead and hold it up.
And I'll just continue writing the note, eating while he does that.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You just hear him like. Mm. Eventually, Dennis comes back. With some flowers, actually. All different kinds.
Stop.
Brilliant.
What's your
If you-
you have a high perception, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pass of
there's
20.
Yeah, there's they're all different. And some of them have like some like dirt on the bottom.
Oh God.
Dennis!
Uh,
Looks down at Bob.
Lovely. Now, do you know how to arrange them in a vase? Fetch, I believe, the green one with blue flowers will do nicely. If you can fetch that vase, I will show you.
Sure. Kind of like just he kind of like looks around for where the hole he put the flowers down at, and just hands them over to you. He's gonna hear him
I'll start cleaning off the mud.
run over to the like over near the sink area. You hear this like pots and pans. Swear you hear some glass breaking. Not important.
I do believe that spare vases are kept in the hall closet down the way. Would
So
not be anything.
as he's looking underneath there, it doesn't seem like he hears you, but Bob is sitting there and he like kind of like sets the newspaper down and like takes off down towards the closet hallway. You hear some more ching ching. Comes back around, like just holding like a pot, like what you boil spaghetti in.
I don't believe that's the right shape.
Dennis! And he like throws it on the ground, and goes back over towards the sink. A couple moments later, Bob comes. Blue vase, yeah, I think that's what you said. Blue vase.
Green vase, blue flowers.
Yep.
Awesome. Bob! Thank you, Bob.
Bob.
And I'll start showing them how to clean the flowers, how to cut them, fill with the vase with water, put them in, arrange them pretty.
I'm gonna keep a tally. Bob versus Dennis. Right now they're tied. Let's see where they're at the end of the campaign, guys.
I love it.
It's gonna be some good shit.
I love it. So as you're like doing all this, and Dennis comes back over and he sees that Bob found the vase, he's all distraught, but
Valiant efforts.
they'll both sit down and watch you kind of clean these flowers and put them in the vase and everything.
Not as good as Andromeda or Calypso might have done, but I learned something from watching them.
They're just kind of like awaiting your next orders. They're just kind of sitting here now.
So, I have made up these cards. If anyone comes to call, that is not the friends that I brought to dinner, then hand them this card. There's paper and a pencil that they can write their business down on, and then just keep that, and I'll collect it when I return.
You see Dennis start to reach out for it, and Bob like elbows him a little bit, and he grabs the notes.
One of you may be in charge of the cards. The other, actually, no, this is even better. I'll take out a coin. Take out a coin.
Bob.
So, Bob, you will be heads. Dennis, you will be tails, and I will flip a coin to see who answers the door first.
Okay. Roll a.
They're going to alternate.
Roll a d20, odds and evens, or under 10 over 10, whichever you want. Dealer's choice.
Okay, odds and evens. So odds is heads, evens are tails. Who did I say was tails?
Dennis.
Dennis. Okay, so Dennis answers the door first.
Okay.
I do not want you arguing. The cards will be left on the whole table, along with the paper and pencil. You do not need to speak. If anyone answers it, comes to the door, and it's not one of us when you answer it, hand them a card. If they'd like, hand them paper and pencil. Collect the paper and pencil when you are done, when they're done writing it down, and then just set it aside. Trade off who answers the door.
But Bob.
There's not much to do.
Dennis.
There is not much to do today.
I enjoy that these Warforged are all just literally Pokemon. As soon as we name them, they turn into Pokemon.
There's not much for you to do today, so to keep you both occupied, you'll be trading off.
You see Dennis like grab the thing. Dennis.
I expect you both to behave.
Bob.
Do not argue.
Dennis.
Do not fight. If you do, I will hear it, and you will both be in trouble.
They both go. Bob, Dennis, at the same time.
She's a total mom now. It's so cute.
It's great. I love it.
If there's nothing else for you to do, I do recommend enjoying the library while I'm out. I should not be long. Behave, and I'll leave.
All right, fantastic. You just hear them as you kind of get ready and exit. You hear them both Bob, Dennis, Bob, just yelling at each other. No idea what they're yelling at each other about. But
is it yelling?
It's escalated noise.
Okay, then I'm gonna peek back in and give him a look.
Bob, Dennis, same time.
And then leave.
Amazing. I love it. Okay. So your family's estate is under the care of Bob and Dennis, the Warforged.
My God.
What could be better?
It's gonna go great. There's no way this could possibly go wrong.
Amazing.
Seem to be the only building that survives this.
Right. They're like, Bob, Dennis! They Warforged flipping everybody up. All right, cool. All right, so Percy is on our way to the Glory Hounds.
Nope, I am going to visit Andromeda.
Is on her way to the House of Courts. Styx, you woke up from the library and you're on your way to the Glory House?
Yeah.
Okay. And we'll kind of traverse over to the Glory Hounds where Volt, Frey, Jill, and Ilona, and Lincoln are all at. Fantastic.
Wait, Lincoln's not at the Glory
I'm
Hounds.
sorry, not Lincoln. Just you guys.
Yeah, you keep being a jerk about letting him back into the Glory Hound, so he's not here.
He's probably stuffed in a closet somewhere.
with a code word to get out of them. The code word's cupcakes.
Let's be honest. But okay, so you guys can all awake on your own. Anything you guys want to do in particular? Go down for breakfast at all, or yep?
I'll go down for
The
breakfast.
morning is yours.
I'm down
so
for breakfast.
Okay.
And I find a mouse.
Mouse.
Well. Okay. For that's not what. Okay. For anything in particular?
Yes.
Okay.
Ilona's gonna do an experiment.
Wow. Okay. Are you gonna go down for breakfast first? Or you just want to try to find a mouse in your room?
I'm gonna go down for breakfast and get some cheese, and then try to find a mouse.
Okay.
I have something to take care of before breakfast.
Okay. All right.
Oh, well then, Frey, go ahead.
All right. Frey, what do you got to do?
Is there anyone else in the room at the moment?
In your room?
Yeah.
No.
Or is it like a shared room circumstance at all? Just all individual?
No, you're good. They're not very big
Excellent.
rooms, but yeah, individual.
Perfectly fine. Frey's gonna go ahead and barricade his door.
Oh God, what are you doing? Oh no, you're gonna talk to Veyron, aren't you? Fuck!
Pace around the room a little bit, just kind of trying to hype himself up, and eventually he's like, "Okay, all right. I don't know if this is how that works. Sit down,
God damn it,
close his
Odell!
eyes, and focus on his mask to try to call upon Veyron."
All right, let's. I want to have you check for this though. Go ahead and roll a religion check, I guess.
Okay,
You're probably proficient in that.
I am. Not very smart though, so. But I still rolled an 18.
18. Okay. All right. This is in the morning. Yes, when you wake up.
Correct.
All right. Cool.
Oh
All
my
right. So you
God.
kind of barricade your door. You want to sit on the floor, on the bed, anything particular?
I imagine you kind of like pushed the bed against the door to keep it barricaded and just
Okay.
sat in the middle of the floor.
All right. Cool. So as you sat there, as you sit there for a minute, and you, I guess, close your eyes. Not that anyone would see that anyway, but sure, we'll close our eyes. And you start to focus on your mask. And you start to think about all this information that you started to learn. Haven't really had a lot of time to process, really, even since Ilona touching your face on the train in the desert and everything. It's only been a couple days since then. This is the first moment you've really had to sit down and actually like have a moment for yourself to kind of refresh and rethink on a lot of things that have happened to you over the last couple weeks. Even venturing back to your one dream that you had with the two portals, right? The light and the dark portals and everything like that. So as you sit there and focus for a little bit, you can feel your mask. Now, it's one of those things with your mask where it's constantly moving, just ever so slightly, right? But for you, it happens all the time. It's like you don't even notice it, right? It's almost like if you have long hair or something, you don't really notice when it blows. It's just a thing that it does, right? But your mask is constantly like shifting across your face ever so slightly. And as you sit there and focus, you start to feel the mask coalesce over your face more and more.
Oh
and
God!
more. And it actually encompasses like your whole head, basically, right?
All right,
and
fancy.
And as this happens, even though your eyes are closed, you can still kind of sort of see just out of like the sheer light of the sun coming in, like just going through the your eyelids, just that slight little bit. It's now complete darkness. Even if you open your eyes, it's dark all around you. And as you sit there in this darkness, you hear from all around you, well, look who it is.
Yeah, well, I figure I wear a man on my face long enough, I should probably talk to him at some point.
All right, out of character. I mean, that is kind of common courtesy. I surely know the man who's on my face.
Yep.
Yeah, back into that. Jesus Christ. I've been waiting for you.
Oh God.
Yeah. Well. Been trying to put it off as long as I can, but some stuff going on I think you might know something about. You see through this mask too, or you been paying any attention at all, or?
At times.
Happen to be paying attention around those times that your mom's been poking around in this area?
Even though you don't see a face, go ahead and roll an insight check real quick.
Okay. That is I think that's 15. Even better, 19.
19? Okay.
Yeah.
When you say, your mom poking around here, you're going to hear a slight chuckle. And what you'll gather from that insight is, I'll tell you a little bit as we're going. I've been keeping a very close eye on what the Queen of Spiders has planned. But before I tell you what I know, curious son, what is it that you know?
As far as what? Like, what she's doing around here, or about her in general? I know a lot of things.
Let's start with the basics. Why do you know that she's here?
Yeah, easy enough. Well, I came across one of her handmaidens. For one. Helped kick the shit out of it. A couple of my friends had a run-in with another drow recently as well. Big old tapestry of her sign, way up on the wall, spread all over. That was a fun little thing to come across. And in fact, we have suspicions, we have reason to believe, in fact, that there's going to be some sort of big ritual of hers going on tomorrow. Disguised as a wedding.
You've been a busy boy. What if I were to tell you a little bit more of what she has in store for this world, and perhaps what we can do together to stop her? Now, what I'll tell you from that insight check, what I'll tell you from your 19 insight check is, up to this point, I mean, this is the first time we really kind of, I guess, talking to your dad in a way, in a weird way.
Oh my God, he is a dad!
But, he seems from your conversations when he talked to Alona before, when Alona told you and everything, doesn't really seem like there's really any deceit going on here at the moment. Seems to be pretty straightforward.
Concerning memories aside, I think I'd be very interested in hearing what you have in mind.
Well, we don't have much time. What is it you wish to know? More about your past, or more about what I have planned for the future? And now
The future's...
now you're gonna start to see like these red eyes just kind of like start to slowly come up, and just a mouth with ever so slight, just kind of fanged, canined. No real face still, just the face, just the eyes and the no real face, just the face. Okay, Kyle, just the eyes and the mouth.
I think the future's a bit more pressing than the past right now. We can get into that another time.
Ah. All right. Lolth has tried this once before. She has tried to bring her corruption from the demon web pits to this world about a century ago.
Damn it.
She was follied, but she comes better prepared this time. When she was first thrown into the abyss, she took over the demon web pips and made them her own. But it was not enough. She craved more souls. She craved more to serve under her, to become a deity, to become ever powerful.
Thought she already was a deity.
When she took the demon web pits to a plane of its own existence, she cocooned herself and emerged more powerful than ever before in her deity status. As anyone who has acquired power always wants more. And now she looks upon this world as her next transference. She calls it the Darkening.
It's a badass name for a plant.
And I fear for your pathetic creatures on this land, there is no stopping it.
And that's where you come in with this plan of yours, yeah?
If we were to work together, I fear it's too late to stop the initial processes. The gears are already turning. But perhaps we can put a wrench in it, if you will. That's a technical term, right? Right? Put a wrench in something.
Yeah, I mean, it'll work.
We have a few experts in that.
Yeah, this is steampunk stuff, right? We can talk about wrenches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The plan is well underway, my boy. There is no stopping. However, we could stop the final proceedings.
Alright. I mean, that sounds like the best course of action to me. I definitely don't want Lolth coming over here.
How well do you trust your new friends?
I mean, the gearhearts, right? I hardly know Vault. I don't think he really counts.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
And something Styx does concern me.
Oh, your goblin friend.
Yeah, but
That's
overall, I
wild.
think they're a good group. I think.
Do you know your goblin friend has been looking into myself as well as Lolth and some of the other drow deities.
Of course, I asked him to.
He has an odd shadow around him.
Oh my god.
Well, like I said, he does some interesting things.
Tomorrow is already failed. What is to be may as well have already come to pass. However, we can stop the final stages from completion, but only together.
Okay. And what do you get out of all of this? Obviously, I don't want Lolth on my plane. That's not a great thing, but ultimately, I don't really see what you stand to gain from throwing a wrench in these plans of hers.
For another time, dear boy. Contact me again. And perhaps I will tell you more.
Okay.
And you're gonna slowly start to feel on the back of your neck the mass start to come down. Back up to
One
the
more
front,
thing.
And it kind of holds there for a second.
Are you really my dad?
Are you my dad?
And the rest of the darkness just slowly starts to come back to the mask. And you
God damn it!
find yourself awake back in your room. And you kind of like blink around a little bit.
We might be adopted.
Well, that went better than I thought it would.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Oh my god. Quality dad time.
Haven't used this one yet. 22.
22. Alright, give me a second.
Okay.
I found it. Okay, hold on. One second. As you sit there and you kind of like again blink around a little bit, kind of look around, just getting your bearings from the conversation you just had with this creature, this person, this dad? Question mark. You. Where the heck are you? You look down your hand and you see this.
Oh my god.
Eh?
What the?
Oh my god.
What am I seeing?
Hold on. It's not letting me send it. Hold on. I'll do it a different way.
Are you gonna put
Okay.
it in the main chat? Is it gonna be in the main chat?
No.
What
Of
the?
course not.
What are you nuts?
I mean, we're gonna see it eventually, right?
It's gonna be exciting.
I sent it to you on Discord.
Oh my god, this is
Okay,
literally
alright.
the worst.
And where is that?
It's on the back of your hand.
Okay. I like it. All right.
As we play, we're supposed to get more answers, no more questions. God damn it!
And it kind of stings a little bit as it's like burning a little bit. Not like enough to like take HP away, but it just kind of burns and then settles in there.
All right. That's kind of shake his hands off and like take a moment, then drag the bed back out of the way of the door and head down to breakfast.
Awesome. While that's all going on,
I went to inspect the back of Frey's hand.
you're not there yet. We'll say that Volts and Geo, you guys kind of are the first ones down for breakfast. Anything you guys want to do while you're down there? Talk about your last night rendezvous thing or anything? But
I'm not sure, like, all the gargoyles are gargoyles, but definitely some of them are. So we should probably kill them.
Yes. Well, I don't know if we'd be able to pull off that same trick again. But,
I mean,
but if we
we
do,
just hit 'em.
that's true. But if stuff does go down this time, we at least know we need to look out for those things. And I'm definitely assuming the really big one is going to be one, because why wouldn't it be?
I mean, I checked. It didn't seem very alive.
Yeah, but if one of them flew away, I'm pretty sure they didn't have one live gargoyle. That just seems really weird.
I think you have a point.
By
just really
the way,
trust
do you have
my
any more of that mayo you had yesterday?
Yeah, here you go.
I just started dunking all my breakfast in them.
Amazing.
Disgusting.
As you guys
That's
are
done
having,
with that.
as you guys are having your breakfast conversation, I'll say that Styx eventually walks in, and Percy said she was walking in, right?
No, Percy's going to see Andromeda.
Percy's going to see Andromeda. I keep forgetting that, son of a bitch. We'll say right around the time you guys are kind of like mid-breakfast, end of breakfast, Frey will come downstairs and Styx will walk in, and Ilona's going to come down. You're looking for some cheese?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some cheese, and
So as the
then
four
I'm
of-
gonna go
as the-
mouse
as the
hunting.
as the four of you are all down there sitting at this table, you're just going to see Ilona one in, grab something, and run back out. Okay, where are we going?
I want to look for a mouse.
Okay, where would you like to go look for a mouse?
Probably a computer store or two around.
Oh my
I get
god.
it.
The kitchen probably be your best bet.
The kitchen.
Okay. So you kind of make your way into the kitchen there. You see there's a couple people working back there, not really paying any mind for the most part.
Yeah.
Misfit's
for
kinda
Remy?
Misfit's kind of next to you.
Okay, Misfit, we're looking for a mouse, but we don't want to kill the mouse. Just let me know. I know, it's sort of strange. We're going to... Oh, actually, there's something much easier I could do. Can I just use my wand of pigeon summoning, and then I want to catch one of the pigeons and keep it alive? How long do the pigeons last? Okay, here's a question. Are they actual pigeons?
I think we said that they poof when you kill them.
So they're not actual pigeons, never mind. I'll keep looking for a mouse. So we're looking for a mouse. Don't kill it. I know. But I'll go back later and cast all the pigeons you want, and you can chase them and eat them. I know, you're so fierce. Let's hunt for a mouse.
You see some Misfits slowly start to just creep in on all fours.
Oh, he's so cute.
Okay, roll investigation there.
Investigation?
Or is this a survival check to find a fucking mouse? I guess so.
Please don't make me do a survival check. I have disadvantage with those.
Okay, so go ahead and roll. Just roll investigation. That's fine. You're
Okay.
looking for a mouse.
Well, that's pretty good. 21.
All right, cool. So as you're kind of like holding out some cheese, I guess, as you do when you try to find a mouse, run around like that, you see Misfit's kind of slowly creeping along, and he just stops and freezes. And you see him just kind of looking.
Did you find one? I'm gonna crouch down next to
So
him
you're
and
kind
crawl.
of right next to each other.
Yeah,
And
I'm crawling next to him.
as you crawl down underneath the burners, you can see off in the corner there's this little tiny teeny mouse just kind of like looking around, sniffing at the air. And as it looks over and sees the two of you, it kind of dashes off. But you see Misfit kind of like
Tracking it.
precursor to his movement, I guess, like kind of like thought ahead. Like as he dashes, he sprints and dives on and catches it. Misfit rolled a natural 20, so he caught him out.
Oh my god, what a good boy!
And he just has it underneath his paws.
Misfit, yes! You're so good at this. I just love you so much. I'm going to clean you up nice and good and give oil in all of your joints and give you nice polishing and just... I'm going to kiss the top of his head.
And he like
And then I'm gonna...
get down his paws.
Okay, so lift up your paws when I say so. Ready? No, we're not going to eat the mouse. I just said that. I need him for something. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, and then I'm gonna catch the mouse as soon as he.
All right, go ahead and make a dex check.
Ooh boy!
Don't screw it up.
Natural 20.
Oh, nice. There you go. Cool. All right, yeah, absolutely. As Misfit, as in synchronization here, takes his hands off. You kind of take your hands down. The mouse doesn't even have time to move. It just kind of looks around like, what the hell's? And then you put your Put your hands on top of it. All right, you got a mouse.
Sweet. And then I want to go to a closet. And I want to use my key to open up the portal to somewhere. And then I want to put the mouse in there with cheese and water so that he can survive. And then I'm going to close him in there, and I'm going to leave him in there for 24 hours.
Okay. All right.
To see if something can survive in my closet.
Okay. All right. So, guys,
mouse is dead.
as Volt and Geo and Frey and Styx, you're all kind of gathered at the table. Volt and Geo are kind of already halfway through their breakfast, so you guys get your other breakfast. You're going to see Ilona kind of come downstairs, grab something, run into the kitchen, kind of gone for a little bit, and then sprints past you guys and goes back upstairs. And that's where we're going to take a quick break.
Ah!
Awesome.
Okay.
So that's actually a really good breaking point. 1:39. Perfect. All right, cool. So stick around, everyone. We'll be back after the break, and we'll see how long a mouse lives in the closet for, I guess.
It'll be
Science.
interesting to find out.
The heck?
Be back in a bit.
Oh goodness, where to begin? Growing up in a bunker alone with only her father and her mechanical dragon, Misfit, Ilona Lewin often felt isolated and alone for the first 24 years of her existence. Forbidden from venturing into the apocalyptic wasteland she was told lay beyond the bunker door, she often dreamed of having her own adventures. After her father left one day and never returned, she had no choice but to leave home and was enthused to discover the world that she thought had been destroyed was so alive. There was so much beauty, so much wonder, so many new friends to meet, and Ilona wasn't going to waste any time. She set off with nothing but her father's coat and her mechanical best friend to find answers to so many of the questions she had. Did bees really have knees? What did the ocean look like? I wonder if there are actually fish larger than dragons, like I've read about. There were so many adventures to be had. So why had her father locked her away and kept her from knowing such a wonderful and magnificent place filled with so many great people? Ilona made friends with anyone she had even half a conversation with, but soon found herself closely bonded with a group of adventurers training to be part of the Glory Hounds, a marvelous guild that she had already accidentally sort of stumbled into, but she is officially a member. Probably. Choosing to stay with these gearhearts, Ilona soon began to learn that this world was not as perfect as she first thought it to be. So many friends in this world would lie and hurt people. There was a darkness to the world that even she couldn't avoid seeing. But never fear, this girl was raised on fairy tales, stories where monsters were always slain, good always triumphs over evil, and the heroes always stand victorious. It's going to take a lot more than evil plots and devious villains to make Ilona, regret ever leaving that bunker.
Styx ain't had the easiest lives, but what he has lived through has made him the goblin he is today. He was born and raised in this tiny village situated in the forest that surrounds the Shadowvale Mountains. Life was peaceful until the night the heroes came to visit and threw his life into darkness. Alone and afraid in a world he didn't understand, he sought shelter in the only place he could find, the ruins he had heard about as a child, buried deep within the Shadowvale Mountain. Just one problem with that: the ruins weren't empty. The years passed filled with pain, fear and solitude until he was rescued by his now closest friend Kylar. This fateful day would change Styx's life forever. He was no longer alone in the world. He had friends, he had a family, he had a cause to fight for. Styx is now a blood hunter and a member of the Claret Order, those who fight against the darkness and the things that would use the darkness as a weapon. His training now complete, he has decided to travel and expand his knowledge of the world and the secrets it hides. Eventually, his travels led him to Lower Azuro and the guild hall of the Glory Hounds. Little did Styx know that this one act of accepting work would have such a big impact on his life. Styx now has some new comrades and new friends to explore the world with, and new ways to look at the world. He has found a talent for magic he didn't know about, and through this magic, his familiar, Acheron. The shadows of his past are once again looming behind Styx, but Styx knows he has friends to help him. He ain't alone anymore, and he ain't afraid anymore. He's still the same goblin he's always been, but one thing he knows for sure. It's true what they say, mate. What don't kill you can scar you for life. But the drink helps.
Well, hello there. Name's Gilas Woodtick. my friends call me Jill. I'm a lizard folk, as you can plainly see, and this here is my introduction. I was born in what most Saskans call the Savage Swamplands. I, however, called it home, till I was run out for hunting too much. Ugh, bunch of bull. They were just jealous I was better at hunting than them. Where was I? Oh yeah, left swamp. Yeah, I left the swamp. Eventually found myself in the company of some soft-skinned mercs. They needed some muscle. I obliged. Spent a long time with them. Grew fond of them. And then one day, they died. A rival company, the Red Buzzards, thought we were moving in on their turf. So, they killed all of them. Except me. Thought they could make a spectacle of me. So they sent me over to an arena to fight forever till I died. I wasn't happy with this. So, one day, during a really nasty riot, I snuck out and escaped. I got nicked on the way out though, so had to lay low for a few months while that healed. Eventually, when I was getting ready, I heard rumors of a new merc company opening up in Azeros, so I made my way there to hide myself among them, gather some strength and information so I can kill me some red buzzards. And that's how I met the Glory Hounds.
Freylost Akra has always been a strong-minded sort, even from his early days among the orphans abandoned at the gates of Grimjaw's compound. He was hand-selected to undergo training to become an elite shock trooper under the God, Tyr, to maintain order throughout the known lands. He maintained this reputation during his training, holding a standing record for returning other platoons as lost flags, as well as a record for the most successful captures on training missions and the most, disciplinary paperwork for refusal of orders. He was an excellent shock trooper with a bit of a mind of his own, and may have risen high among those of lofty ideals were it not for that day. That fateful day, wherein he was ordered to take part in the summary execution of a small village of reformed criminals for not more than seeking a better life than the one levied upon them by the prisons they had slowly broken free of. You see, while the rest of his squad saw hardened criminals, Freylost saw people trying to make the most of what they had, far away from any who could come to harm for it. While the rest of his squad fell too, Freylost fell away, off into the wilds until he hit a point where he could run no more, drifting off into sleep. In his dreams, he was made an offer, a chance to understand why the world behaved the way it did, why it could be so brutal, so unforgiving, and more importantly, how he could change it. All he need do was step away from his home and squad, and continue seeking power under the guidance of this new force. He awoke with an unfamiliar mask, an unfamiliar guide, and an all too familiar need to take action.
My name is Tixon. I'm the rogue sorcerer kobold of the party. I escaped my warren and wandered until after a lot of fights, near-death experiences, realizing having small legs is terrible for traveling, I found Azeros and the Glory Hounds Guild, where, after I met the party and joined in all of their adventures, I've been through a trip in fucking half. Gained my magic from some weird dragon god thing. Helping the Glory Hounds save the town. Making sure a family feud didn't break out in the middle of the city. Since we left, well, what's happened there? Faced the fallen. The Warforged and fighting for him. Well, in the background, all I know is my friend got kidnapped by him too. I'll do anything to make sure they are okay. One day let's kill that dragon that controls my worm. Free my people. I ain't got too much else to say. Just here to help my friends and make sure that I leave the world better than I find it.
Oh, hi. I was told to introduce myself. I'm Voltao, a 15-year-old storm chaser. My friends call me Volt. I got the nickname because I like storms. I know, shocking, right? Did I get that pun right? Is that okay? Is that good? Okay, good. Well, I'm from a small island named Akari in the Sea of Radiance. My home is known for elementals fighting off the coast every 10 years. I was on the beach for one of these fights, watching a giant snake made of clouds fighting a water elemental. After that, I was hooked. It made me want to become a storm chaser. So I headed to the mainland to see if I could find any other storms that aren't on my island. Some people tell me I get excited when I talk about storms, but what can I say? They're so cool. I really hope that I can find other people who like storms. Yeah, like crazy storms, like when the wind blows from a cold to a hot and makes a tornado that can destroy an entire village by just going through it. Wait, we're out of time? No, but it was just getting good.
Persephone Sharonford Vanderoth Kearney de Renard III, fourth child of Viscount Zephyros de Renard, daughter of the House of Blades. At your service. But don't let my good breeding fool you. My family not only rules Theros with the other 3 houses, but we also control its military. As a child, instead of playing with dolls and learning how to arrange flowers, like my sisters, I studied combat and tactics with my brothers, and I was rather good at it. Then I discovered engineering and constructed my first firearm, Requiem. Life was going well, until I overheard my parents discussing an arranged marriage for me. Having already been thoroughly disillusioned about the bliss that is usually associated with marriage, I did the only thing I could. Claimed I was going for a long visit with Great Aunt Rosalind in Upper Azeros, took the longer route by land, and remained in Lower Azeros instead. I calculated it would be around 2 months before anyone showed up looking for me, by which time I would be long gone, a false name hiding my trail. Unfortunately, I miscalculated. Far too soon I heard that my eldest sister, Calypso, was in town looking for me. My miscalculation, father's choice and agent, and the sudden discovery that a band of thugs have been seeking to kidnap Calypso left me less than ecstatic. I had little choice but to reveal my identity to my new allies, and escort my sister back to the safety of our estate in Imbrick, hopefully drawing out the brigands in the process. So far, things are going about as well as everything else lately.
Everybody, that's just my goal here.
I don't insight check anyone until they wrong me.
Okay, I think we're good, and we're back. Okay, rock and roll. Awesome. So, welcome back, everyone. We left off with a whole bunch of stuff. Lastly, with Ilona putting a mouse in a closet.
And then that's it. I'm gonna go downstairs and hang out with everyone. And then my plans for the rest of the day: I'm gonna work on Styx's motorbike, and I'm gonna do some research at the Glory Hounds, and that's it for me.
You guys can discuss what you want to do at breakfast. The only one not there is Percy.
I tell everyone else that the gargoyles on the house of whatever is alive, and we should kill them all.
How did you find that out?
This is really good breakfast.
Went there last night, picked up a statue, tried to drop it. It came to life.
That's
You
exciting.
did this at the House of Courts? Like on top, you dropped a gargoyle off the roof.
Well, they kind of let us in.
Us. So it wasn't...
I mean him, yeah.
Volt. Volt, I spent all day preventing him. Volt, what happened?
I convinced him that we were gargoyle inspectors. We got
That's even a thing.
No. Probably. Actually, someone probably does it.
It is now.
It's canon.
So yeah, I realized that before I went to bed that we might need hats now because the guards do know what we look like.
oh man. Alright.
But we inspected them. We ended up taking one of the gargoyles. We were just going to break it because we were like, what the hell, we'll just break it. And Geo dropped it from the sky and it started flying. So I panicked. I shot a bunch of lightning at it. He went underwater and broke it. This is a normal evening.
Thinking of how to hide myself, so I just take off my hat.
Oh no. We're all
Jill,
already
that's-
pretty fucking conspicuous here. Now you had to go.
Jill, that's not exactly, I mean, it's sort of,
It's perfect, Jill. It's perfect. Just,
no, you do look different. It's just that there's not very many crocodiles in the city, so I'm sure if they see a crocodile without a hat, they will just think that you took your hat off.
I've
I put the
lost
hat
my
back on.
appetite.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, it worked really well though. We didn't get in trouble. They believed us. They took my receipt.
oh,
See, okay,
How much
we
did
can
you
work
pay
with
for
that.
it?
Just tell them it's taking a while to get the new one shipped
Yeah, well, we
in. If
told
they run
them-
into them
yeah,
again,
exactly.
it'll be all
It'll be
right.
fine.
Wow, this is a stupid situation.
any worse than the previous situations we've been in? Really?
I can't say it is honestly.
I mean, we fell from the sky once.
That is true.
What?
Did we ever find out why that whole airship just stopped working like that?
No.
Argos must have got something important.
Well, they were inside the ship and stuff like that, so probably hit something.
Oh, I love that little insight check was given.
Everyone's
Oh.
so trustworthy of each other. It's great.
I just love how both Kevin and Crab said no in exactly the same tone at the same time. Like it was
the two
planned.
people who could have possibly known too, for that matter.
I think I'm the only one that knows, unless Stick was up there too.
I was in the room with you as well.
He
Oh,
was
you
up
were?
top, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well done.
Yeah. Oh, Ilona as well.
Nope, no idea.
Not a clue.
I got a couple of books for you, Ilona. You said you were interested in the Blood Hunter stuff, or the Order, the Claret Order. That's the one. It's in
Yeah, well, I'm sort of curious about them.
Mhm.
Am I going to become a secret member?
Well, it's not really a secret member. We're not going to do a whole Glory Hounds thing with you, if that's what you mean.
Oh no, I mean like an actual real member. But is it like? Do I go around advertising that I'm part of this order? Or is it sort of like a secret agent, like a spy kind of thing?
Wait. Were we inducting people into secret orders? That's what's happening now?
I just got some books. So here's a couple of books. I'll hand over the 2 books I bought yesterday,
Ooh!
which was Demons for Dummies and Fiend's Friend or Foe.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yes.
I will, at breakfast while talking to people, read through both of these books.
Hey, those were used pretty extensively at the temple too, actually. Where they were like,
They're pretty basic ones. I've read other ones, but it's a loner, so we'll just start on these ones. So it's early in the day.
Wait, what
the
does
more
that
interesting
mean?
ones anyway.
That you enjoy your sleep. We don't want to give you nightmares, dear.
I won't get nightmares from a book. I have read scary books before.
Such as.
So I remember that there was this one, and it was actually my dad's, and he didn't know that I read it, but I read it, and I only had nightmares for like 4 months. It's fine. So it was about this person, and they had this doll, and the doll was like possessed or something. I actually, truth be told, I didn't finish it, but I'm sure I actually came up with my own ending, and in the end, the doll was just mad because everyone was mistreating it, and the girl that she was terrorizing sort of, befriended her, and then the doll actually became quite good friends with everyone in the village, and everyone was happy.
Was that
really
book the one
don't
named after the doll?
Yeah,
what?
like Charlie, right?
Yeah. Was that the
I
one?
think it was Annabeth.
Oh, the one where
all
everyone
right, the other one, right?
lives happily ever after.
Wait, there's more
Yeah.
doll stories.
Yeah.
You should read those books there. They'll be helpful.
Okay. These aren't going to have dolls in it, though, are they?
No.
What is a doll?
A plastic person.
It's like a misfit that doesn't move.
Wow.
Except Annabeth moved.
It's a kid's toy.
Well, it's not just for kids. Misfit's not for kids.
I wouldn't call Misfit a doll.
Oh, but he is a doll, and I'm gonna like pinch his cheeks.
Kind of like groans a little bit at that, but all right.
I just give Misfit. I'll give Misfit a sideways glance of, I know, buddy.
He will ditto that look back.
And another thing, Ilona, if you're free for a little bit this morning, I had an idea for some training in a
Like spy training.
We'll get to that bit more, like in the fighting area.
Ooh.
Oh, but you know what you should definitely do before that? You should have a little tea party with your doll there. I hear that's what people usually do with those things.
No, I don't do that anymore. Misfit doesn't like it.
Kind of like shies away.
Although
like,
we did used to have the most wonderful tea parties.
Did you give him a little bonnet and everything?
Mm-hmm.
It depended on the day. Sometimes it was bonnet, sometimes it was a hat. He just looks so handsome.
Yeah, he really does, doesn't he?
And he already looks handsome, but you should see him with a cute little tie on. He looks so cute.
I should see him all dolled up.
You should, yeah.
Misfit will burn that.
But yes, Six, I can definitely do some spy training with you later if you want.
Yeah. Just when you're free, I'll be hanging around here. I'll be out in the training grounds. I'm assuming this place is a training grounds. The last one did. And I can give you a bit more information about some of the subdivisions of the Order.
Okay. I'm so excited.
Perfect. All right. So we're going to have Ilona and Styx go off to the training grounds at the Glory Hounds then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Volt and Frey and Jill, you guys doing anything?
Yeah, I gotta pick up my gauntlets.
Okay.
Can I do that, or are we too early?
At the academy with the professor?
Yeah.
They're going to be ready tomorrow. They'd be
Okay.
ready. He said that they'd be ready on the wedding day thing. End of the week.
Let's go see if we can find us a dinosaur.
That sounds like fun.
Are we gonna kill it?
Well, no, we're gonna buy it and ride it.
Do we have
Like
enough
those
to buy a
cars were.
dinosaur?
Keep in mind, they're really expensive.
We're going
I'd
to
rather
acquire
eat it.
one.
We're gonna steal a dinosaur?
Buying, acquire, all words. All words that you can use.
We're probably not gonna steal one. That would be wrong. But something we could also do is just go around and name a whole bunch of Warforged. It'll be a great time.
That does
Did-
sound like fun.
We see the back of Frey's hand at any point during breakfast.
I'm sure people with high perception noticed it.
What you'll notice is nothing.
Oh.
What?
Hmm.
Nice.
You have your hands wrapped?
No.
What did you do?
He's the only one who can see it.
I hate everything about this.
I love it so much.
It's great.
I guess I will go find a disguise since I guess I need one.
Ooh, I need to go shopping for that too.
Bad idea.
I'll go to a suit shop.
Ooh, go to Idgas.
I'll go with you guys and name any Warforged you see on the way.
Alright.
All right. So you guys are gonna go to the magic shop to Idgas to look for like hats of disguise kind of things.
No, I'm going to go to like an actual place where you get a suit done.
Just regular suits. Fucking fantastic. Okay, cool. I like it. You guys are gonna go shopping for like wedding. It's okay. All right, and then so you guys are training. You guys are going shopping. Amazing. And Percy is on her way to go see Andromeda at the House of Courts. All right, let's go skip over to that real quick. All right, so Percy, after you leave your house, not a very long trip, you go down the street to the right, go down towards the House of Courts, and you will see. I mean, you've been here before. There are no archers on top just I know you didn't see them before, but just to give you a visual here, there's no archers on top anymore. You would recognize that there's these gargoyle statues on top because that's a new feature. But there are 2 archers down at the front door instead of on
And
top.
I notice there's a missing one to the pattern.
If you do the count, yes, you would notice that there's one missing.
So I get up to the guards.
Yes,
Lady
hello.
Persephone de Renard to see Lady Andromeda de Renard.
Oh, yes, of course, right this way. One moment. And you'll follow. You can follow the one elf into the door. I guess I can pull up the map here for you again.
And I'm insight checking anyone to see who is in on it, who may be disguised, any of that.
Okay.
I am just high alert throughout this.
Okay.
That's fun.
Let me pull this back a little bit here.
Hello?
You're
Yo.
good. You're good.
Am I in the same spot?
I think you're good.
Unless you're not, but we don't know.
Come on, why don't this go down later? Come on, man. So as he walks you into the main court, and you've been in here before.
Mm-hmm. At some point in my life, yeah.
Alright, this isn't working. But that's the best I can do for people watching on the thing. Alright, that's the best I can do with the overhead there. So as you walk into the main corridor there, you see that there's these 2 large set of steps that go up, and there's a main corridor that goes straight through. He asks you to just kind of wait here for a moment. He actually goes up those steps up to the 2nd floor as you wait for a moment.
Anything seem unusual?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for specifics. Whoa.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hiccup.
Ooh, 22.
22. As you're kind of like hanging out here, there are these 2 kind of like side rooms.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're kind of like standing there kind of waiting, you do see there are some people in there kind of busily working. It's kind of hard to see exactly on what, but every now and again you kind of get a glance, like it looks like they're working on some of the wedding arrangements. Like there's some flowers being put into things, and just a lot of busy work up here on the front foyer area.
Okay.
Kind of people pass you and go down the main hallway and come back up.
And nothing seem odd about what they're working on, any of the ingredients, like the flowers don't have deadly nightshade or anything, right? Hemlock.
No, just looks like they're getting ready for a wedding.
Okay.
And after you're standing there for about all of 3, 4, 5 minutes, you do see the elf come back downstairs, and behind him is your sister, Andromeda. Lovely as ever, kind of still in, not necessarily like pajama wear, but does have like a nice like silk green robe on. And as she comes down the stairs, she does have a comb, a brush in one hand, and you can see her. Persephone, hello, how are you? Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you.
Morning.
And as she comes up running down the stairs, and she's like about to give you a hug. She goes, so good to see you. She like stops right before she's about to give you a hug.
Morning, sister. You could have had me join you in your room.
Do you want to go up? It's lovely in there. They're treating me so well here. It's like a dream.
Of course.
Okay, follow me.
Honey.
And you could follow her up the stairs.
Yep.
Down the hallway. I don't know. Do I have a 2nd floor of this place? I don't think I do. This is all 1st floor stuff. Anyway, so as you go up the stairs, it would be above this side. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but as you enter into her room, the ceiling opens up, probably about like a good 15, 20 feet up, just open air ceilings. And in here, there's a lot of wooden furniture, very well detailed, if you will. You actually see that mirror that she was at before with all the cool like vines around the mirror and everything like that. And very high like canopy above the bed. Again, a lot of dark wood furnishings in this room. She goes, "Isn't it lovely? This is my room. I'm so at a loss for words of everything. I'm so excited. Aren't you excited? I'm gonna get married. It's the best. I've been waiting my whole life for this." she's almost like happy cries in a way.
Oh, honey.
What are you doing here?
Well, I was back in town, and I heard that you had become the bride for this arrangement, and I wanted to visit you before you came back home for the night.
And she kind of like does a double take for a second. She goes, "That's right. You were supposed to be, but I am now. I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't. You were supposed to, and now it's supposed to be me."
Perfectly. It is perfectly fine. I didn't want it anyway.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Okay, so I'm so happy. I thought you were going to be mad at me, and I just.
No, that's why I left in the first place. I didn't want it.
Why not?
I didn't want to be married.
But this is such a prestigious honor, and they're treating me like a princess here, and I just love it. Everything about it. I'm just so thrilled and over the moon.
You and Calypso are more fitting for this sort of role in life.
Poor baby.
She'll like kind of like pull you over to like there's like one of those like benches at the end of the bed, the little cushion. She kind of like pulls you over and sits you down. Do you want anything? They'll give me anything you want here. It's delightful. Do you want some tea or some food? Are you hungry? Or...
No, I just had breakfast. I'm perfectly well.
How is everyone? How's mother and father? I haven't seen our brothers in a while. How's Calypso? I mean, they've kind of had me sheltered up in here for like a week or two, so it's like I've got a lost track of time. But how is everyone?
You haven't even gone on walks with Woodall?
No, he, and she kind of like, I don't really see him all that much. Is that weird? I
think that's rather weird. From what I've seen, remember when Woodall and Calypso were to be married, and they went on outings all the time.
She kind of like leans in. I don't know if it's like an elf thing. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just excited. I mean, he's very handsome. I'm just, I couldn't be happier.
That is one thing he has going for him, at least.
What do you mean by that?
Nothing, dear.
Insight check.
A lot of shade. That's what.
You wanna?
She's gonna insight check.
I got deception for days.
Oh wow, an 18.
22.
Okay. All right, I'll take your word for it. All right.
So, what have you been doing while you've been here?
Oh, lots of things. She like kind of sits there for a minute. Actually, no, I haven't been really doing anything at all. I mean, I did help pick out the flowers. That was fun. I helped pick out some of the food.
Some of the food.
That's about. Oh, what I did. And then she like runs. She like gets up from the bench and like runs over to this like closet area, and she's like runs into the closet. As you can imagine, it's like a big deep closet. You hear
it's a run-in closet.
Run-in. It's a run-in closet, not a walk-in, but a run-in. You kind of bustle around for a little bit, and she comes back out, and she's holding on a hanger this white dress. And on the white dress, very similar to like some of like the intricate weavings of like the mirror and everything. And as you kind of take in some of this elven culture of the vines and everything, it's not wooden texture, but the like from the bust up, it has all these like kind of like vines that kind of roll up, but it's all in like this like white sheen, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful dress. It doesn't have those poofy things. It's dumb.
It doesn't have puff sleeves.
No, it's not a poof. It's not a poofer.
Ilana's dress will have puff
Isn't
sleeves.
this delightful? And she kind of like puts it in front of her,
mandatory.
like spins it to the side a little bit, and you can see when it actually she does kind of go back and forth with it, almost like a rainbow kind of effect to it. Not like eye gouging, but like just like a little bit of enough like. Almost like there's some sort of enchanted, like, presentation on them, almost, that it kind of, like, sheens, like, the colors of the rainbow really, really, very, very slightly.
I want to go over and look it over and casually, subtly look it over for anything, any weird symbols, any weird material.
Okay, go ahead.
Any hint that it's been,
Sure.
yeah.
Go ahead and investigation it. with your 87.
Oh, that was a nat 2, so that's 9.
A 9? It's a very pretty dress. Beautiful. As you get up a little closer to it, you can see that even though from the front it looked like the vines were like kind of like a pattern on the dress itself, you actually get closer and it actually is like somewhat like almost branches. It's not 2-dimensional, it actually has a 3-dimensional kind of outcropping to it.
It is lovely.
It's to die for.
How?
Oh, poor phrasing. Oh no.
I'm gonna pause a little bit on that one. So how have you been passing the time though? It wouldn't have taken days to pick flowers or food or dress, I would think.
Well, let's see. I mean, I do walk around a bit. There's a very large skeleton thing of one of the big creatures, dinosaur things in one of the rooms. I've seen that. I've traversed some of the. I have walked out to where the wedding is going to take place, and it's very beautiful out there. It's right outside in the cherry blossoms, out looking at the water. It's going to be beautiful. Are you? And she kind of sits up for a second. Wait! I almost forgot.
Oh my god, no!
I haven't picked out a maid of honor yet.
Oh my god!
There it is!
She's like,
Yes!
Really?
oh my gosh, yes! I mean,
The worst decision.
I don't mean to intrude. I know you were supposed to be the one getting married, but would you want to be my maid of honor?
Of course.
Oh my
She
god!
like reaches in and like hugs you like through the dress and everything. Oh, I couldn't be happier.
I will need a tour of the wedding place, wedding location.
Oh yes, of course, absolutely. You want to go right now?
And yes, and you'll have to fill me in on all the preparations. I need to know exactly what is completed, what needs to be done, how everything will play out.
All right.
We got it in, guys!
Yo! This could not have worked out better.
All right, one second. You gotta give me a second. Hold on.
And I must speak with Wodal. I must congratulate my soon-to-be brother-in-law.
Oh, absolutely. Perhaps we. Okay. One thing at a time. Okay. All right. Okay. And she's like, she runs back to the running closet. And hold on. Where the heck are you? Nope. Okay, I think I see. Okay.
Kyle, maybe you should go get some glasses.
Your old man eyes can't handle it anymore.
You would like that, wouldn't you, Kayla? When you get glasses, you would like that.
Yeah, I would like for you to be able to see. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Alright.
If
So
he
she's-
can't see us, he can't kill us all, so...
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Well, it's harder.
So she is going to grab you by the hand and run very, very fast back down the stairs, go back around, down through the corridor, down that middle corridor, run out to the main courtyard. And as you go out the back, kind of run out and then turn to the side. Can you guys see that?
Hmm?
All right.
Oh, we,
Do I have an Andromeda token? I should.
Is this a table?
Yeah, what all can you guys
Who's that?
see here?
Who is
That is
that?
the podium.
Okay.
What is that? Is that a statue?
There's lots
Are
of
these
archers.
torches? What's in this tent? What's in this tent? Are these seats for the reception or for the
God
ceremony?
There's so many arrows going everywhere. Okay, so.
What are these things?
What are all those? You don't know, you're not there.
What's this?
Oh god, I moved the map. Oh god, I'm moving the map more.
Is this little decorative ribbon? That's cute. Why are there archers on the stage? Who's this? Is that Andromeda?
Alright, hold on. It's going so fast.
I'm so excited for this wedding.
Me too.
I
I'm
bet
looking
you
at everything and memorizing it all to draw out a plan for the group later.
Okay, cool. All right, so you
Keen
should
mind
see.
tease.
You should see you and Andromeda on the left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you'll see a figure here, and a figure here,
Mm-hmm.
and then you see the 3 archers, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, you're good. Okay, so as you guys merge out here, she's like, "Oh, speak of the what darling!" And she's gonna start grabbing your hand and start pulling you towards the stage there.
I'm not resisting at all.
Okay, cool. So she's gonna pull you guys. Meow. Oh, what? Wrong way. I'm running away. Running away. Ah! Ah! And as you get a little bit closer now, you can see this character. I can blow up for you guys a little bit. You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Like an elf.
So as you walk up, you can see a very distinguished gentleman up at the front. Long black hair. Kind of like a militaristic kind of outfit on, but not so much. Like, again, as you can see, holding a glass of wine and very, very, very frugal up front. And he's...
Oh my god, this guy's a dick.
As you hear Waldal, he kind of turns around and goes, "Oh, darling, hello,
Oh my
Oh god, that voice.
Oh no.
I hate him already.
We have to kill him now.
Oh."
Now, is that how I remember him acting?
Go ahead and roll insider history, whichever one you like.
My history is probably... Yeah, my history is way better.
We have to kill him, if nothing else, just for that voice.
History 17.
17? Yeah, that's
Okay.
that's him. This is a smug dude.
Yay.
Oh, darling, hello, how are you? I was just making some last-minute preparations with the priest up here. And you can see he's like talking to this priest. You imagine that those 3 archers are kind of like his armed escort, if you will. All that makes sense.
I hate him.
Just holding his...
You see why Percy was like, nuh-uh.
He's literally the worst.
And he's also a moron.
And who? Oh, this is your oh gosh, what not pine cone. No, pine.
Not like we've never met with all.
I know. Just hold on. I'm trying to place the face with the name. Persnickety.
Oh my god, persnickety.
Persnickety. It's so dull, and he kind of like starts to walk up to you, and he's like he's gonna kiss your hand.
I'll let him.
I'll allow it.
Shoot him. Shoot him. Do it. Threaten him with your gun.
That would be amazing.
While you're here, actually, I would like... I know that Andromeda will be returning to the House of Blades tonight in preparation for the wedding. But
yes, of course.
If you would like, I would like to invite you to dinner. Join us. Since I have been out of town and haven't had a chance to congratulate you, I'd like a dinner together.
Yes, and again, no hard feelings or anything, dear. I know
Not at all.
But...
Not at all. I believe the better turnout has occurred.
Can I smite this guy without first making a weapon attack?
And you have a. If you guys are there, you can fuck him up. I guess I don't know. It's just Persephone right now. Persephone, what's your passive?
Passive perception 20.
20.
I am keeping an eye out for everything, and I also want to know if that priest is shady looking.
So as you hear a mumble when you say about it worked out for the better, you hear a mumble under his breath like absolutely, but he mumbles it. So only he thought he heard it, but
That's fine.
Wow, what a dick.
So
Keep smiling.
Yes, dinner. That's the
3 of us.
The 3 of us. Well, I'd have to check with Father because I'm pretty sure tonight is the reception dinner. We've invited everyone from your family and mine.
Well, I'd like something a little more private, the 3 of us. We are going to be family. Perhaps dessert after?
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Persuasion. Okay. 17.
Dessert could be lovely. That would be, again, no hard feelings or anything. I mean,
Not at all.
I think that could. And he looks over. Is that all right with you, dear? Oh, absolutely. That's wonderful. I mean, anything for you, Snooky.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Honey, no.
Oh,
Right.
God.
Snooky. All right.
Baby.
Oh, fabulous. Well, ladies, I mean, if you don't, I'm just making last minute preparations for our big day. Do you need me for anything else?
Well, Andromeda's actually asked me to be the maid of honor, so if you know of any information that I need to have for that role, she's giving me a tour, but,
Well, and he kind of like turns around, like points, the bride's side, the groom's side. I believe you'll have your, what are they called? Your singing swordsman people, the corps de fleur people. What are they? The
Musketeers?
That's the one. Yep. I believe they'll be on this, and he kind of points over here. That side. I'll have all. He points over here. We'll have all of our archers on. It's going to be a very cordial affair. All the people who's anybody will be here, of course.
Do we know if the Musketeers have been chosen for this honor?
That's not really for us to decide. That's.
I just want to make sure that I have the opportunity to handpick them.
I suggest you take it up with your parents, I guess.
Good, thank you.
What's that say on there? Is that wow?
Oh, whoa.
Oh, okay. Yes, dessert after the reception. I mean, yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Lovely. We'll let you get back to work.
All right, well, and he kind of reaches down and gets his Andromeda's hand. See you tonight. Oh yes, absolutely.
See you tonight.
Yes.
I hate him.
And then she's gonna turn with you, and kind of like lock arms with you. Be like, "Isn't he lovely? It's just a dream." A little snooky.
And you say he's treating you well?
Oh yes, absolutely. I mean, I haven't really seen him all that much, but I mean, when I have, it's been nothing but a delight.
Has he arranged your wedding gift yet?
Oh, a wedding gift! What do we get? What? I didn't know we get any of those. This just keeps getting better and better.
From what I've read, it's a tradition among elves that the bride gets a special gift the night before the wedding. That it's supposed to symbolize everything that the groom has planned for the wedding. So if they plan lots of children, it would represent that. If it is something more adventurous, traveling the world, then it would represent that. It's the hopes and dreams of the couple's marriage. I would hope that he's all right. We will see that tonight. Usually it's with the last goodbyes.
Ooh, I'm excited. I didn't know anything about the gift. It's, just every little bit.
Don't seem too excited about it. You don't want to make him nervous. That's all. So
no, absolutely not.
It is supposed to be good luck for the wedding.
Wonderful. Well, so you'll be back for the dinner then, and then dessert with my soon-to-be.
Yes. What time is it?
Oh, I don't know. Snookies! And she's like, what time is dinner? 7 o'clock, darling.
Oh my god.
7 o'clock?
And I'll call out. I do assume I'm allowed to bring a +1.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, same number, 17.
Fine, that's fine. Just make sure they're properly dressed.
Of course.
Gotta wear a shirt.
Who are you bringing? Who are you bringing?
Haven't decided yet.
I'm gonna be me.
Bring Alona, really throw
Yeah,
it.
I was gonna say that would really set the tone. I might just do that,
Do it.
Girl party.
Love it.
and then they would really understand. Oh, that's why it's not an issue with the wedding.
Oh, that's why she
All
left.
coming together. Excellent. Did you want to do anything else with your sister while she kind of walks in here?
Can I kind of guide her along to get a full tour of the place, kind of
Sure.
glance in the tents, get a better look at the priests?
Sweep the perimeter.
Sure.
Yeah,
So
essentially.
as you kind of sweep the
Case
perimeter
the
here,
joint.
I mean, besides all the stuff you see in the picture here so far, I mean, the one size for the bride, one size for the groom. When you walk into the bride's tent, I mean, it's almost like set up in a way where minus the bed, it's still very extravagant like her room was. There's another mirror, there's a place to get dressed, there's a place to hang the dress, there's like almost like a table set up, like there's gonna be some sort of like refreshments on there. Like this is a noble wedding, man. It's like all, no spare no expense kind of thing.
Awesome.
I mean, really, besides that, it's just a Richie party, man. But you're used to that kind of thing, Richie stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I will say this, on your walk back, the one thing I forgot to mention was you do see some other things that they're starting to set up in the ways of like some other tents and things. And you recall, from other weddings that you've been to, that usually during the day there's like festivities and stuff like that. There's like dancers and bands and all that kind of fun stuff. So it seems like they're starting to already set up the pre-wedding festivities, kind of on like the walk from the house to the wedding in the back cherry blossom orchard thing. If I think of anything off the top of my head that would need to be known besides that, I'll let you know. Anything else, Percy?
No. If that... can I get a better look at what they were prepping in the other rooms?
Sure. So when you go in back through the long... again, it's nothing... I know you're trying to look for like... how would you call it?
Any sign...
Inconspicuous, kind of like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
From what you can tell from walking around, and she's more than happy to walk you around to some of the stuff. You can see the flowers are like these white lilies, and they have like different colors going through, and like some are red with like they're all white, but some have like red coming up through the middle, and some have orange, and some have yellow. It's like rainbow lilies, if you will. There's all different kinds of colors of that. They're already starting to cook some of the food and things. They're like smoking some meats outside. It's like they're a whole lot of wedding prep for the day before this big event. But in terms of inconspicuous deceivingness, nothing.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can see what the plans are for the wedding.
Sure.
I will include in my small talk between us as we go along, asking if they have prepared any traditional Elvis meals, or if they've stuck with the Elvish.
No, that's not
Elvish meals, or if it's just the typical human stuff that we always have. See if maybe they've been feeding or something.
Okay. What would you like to, like, you trying to, like, insight check something, or?
Yeah, just like real casually. Have they been preparing like normal meals, or have they given you anything special that traditional for elves?
I mean, nothing really all that out of the ordinary. I mean, just a lot of wine. Which is okay with me. It's elven wine, so it's a little bit better than normal.
Is it red wine?
but none of the traditional elvish meals. I would think they'd start introducing that to you. I would think that Rodal would want a mix.
No, is that weird? Should I ask for something? Am I being rude by not having something? I should probably ask for something.
I mean, they're the hosts. They should have, if they wished, it would be their responsibility to share some of their traditions and their palate.
No, nothing like that at all. But I should probably ask for some. That's a good idea. You're right. I'm going to be an elf. I'm not going to be an elf though, but I mean,
no,
you know what I mean. Like I'm going to be
living
yeah, right?
with them.
Yes, I'm not going to be an elf. I'm not stupid.
Will you be living here with them, or will you be getting your own house together?
Oh, so I'm glad you asked. We are going to be moving to a different city altogether. Is that exciting?
Which one?
To Nocia.
Nocia.
Mm-hmm.
Why Nocia? Is he not to continue running things as soon as his parents?
I don't know. I've just never been there before, so I'm very excited. Lots of new things. I have no idea. Should I ask that too? I didn't even think to ask that. I should probably ask that too.
I'll broach the subject so that he does not any ill will, if it is a touchy subject, is not directed at you. I will broach the subject tonight. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I would not want your wedding to be sullied by an argument or any issues the night before. So I will take the brunt.
Okay.
I think that's about it that I can think of to try to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, as you are getting escorted around the... Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Can she walk me through all the, it's going to start at this time.
The itinerary?
Yeah.
Sure.
And everything I want to memorize, just in case.
I can get that over to you.
Yep.
Sure. It's not a problem at all. So she can, for the better course of like this morning into afternoon, we'll say, walking around the grounds, walking around through the house, going over the wedding itinerary. So, like, every in and out that she knows of, at least, you'll be opted to.
Good.
All right.
That's it.
I dig it. All right. So, let's go shopping or let's go training? Who'd like to go next?
I'll go shopping.
You'll go shopping?
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go shopping. So, Volt and Frey and Geel, what is the course of some of the shopping you'd like to do?
I'd like to get a tuxedo that can go around my armor.
Okay.
I'm literally just following these guys around, looking for a workhorse to name.
All right.
Probably gonna get a mask too, I guess, if I got to be sneaky or whatever. No, that probably won't help very much.
Huge.
Gonna be honest.
Tux.
Basically.
Okay. And Bolt, you're going with them to hang out, or where are you going?
Yeah, I'm just looking for a coat, the one with the really long tails on them, a black one, and then a top hat.
And top hat. I dig it.
Probably a cane.
And a cane.
Yes. Secretly sword cane.
That'd be pretty neat.
I wouldn't know how to use it.
It'd still be pretty neat.
But it's there. Okay.
Oh, Frey.
Yes.
You should look for a hat that will make it look like you have a shirt on.
No.
God damn it.
Can we get you a scarf that is a shirt, but it just has a built-in scarf on it?
That's what I wanted to do, because he still has my fucking scarf.
Oh, then yeah, you're good. If we just wrap that scarf around you nicely, it could look like a shirt.
No, that's
I don't think it's quite long enough for that.
It's a very long scarf.
Okay. So.
Okay, here's what we do. We get him a shirt that looks like a chest. One of those tacky tourist ones.
Ugh.
Perfect for a wedding.
Awful.
You guys can keep talking. I'm doing something real quick.
All right.
You guys want to talk about anything while you're walking over there?
Frey, what's on the back of your hand?
A thing.
Frey, what's on the back of your hand?
Do you see anything on the back of his hand?
No. This is Kayla asking Frey.
Well, weird omnipresent creature that I've never met before in my life, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my god.
Guess after Tux hunting, should we do something else?
Sure.
What should we do, guys? Because I just want to go kill a dinosaur.
You want to kill the
would
dinosaur?
rather
What you
we
guys
didn't kill
going?
one.
Yeah, you guys are gonna go. So we're shopping for outfits for the wedding, and you're looking at dinosaurs, right? I think those are the two things.
Yeah.
Okay,
And naming every warforged you come in contact with.
got it. Okay, so as you guys kind of like make your way around, not really knowing where you want to go, trying to find a Tux place, you do eventually find. It's called the Whispering Pony.
I love that.
All right.
And when you go into the shop, let me bring it back over to the map here real quick. When you go into the shop, it's actually fairly busy in here. You would gather probably some other people might be trying to procure some nice outfits for the wedding that's coming up. And as you're in there, we'll say that it's right there. Boink.
Boink.
The Whispering Pony, right? So when you walk in, again, there's a number of different patrons in here. Some are gnomes, some are dwarves, some are human. Like it's a little cluster of everyone. And you see there's this human man who has a nicely tailored like vest on, like dark crimson vest with like some like darkened brown pants, sleeves rolled up, kind of walking around from person. Yes, can I help you? And he's like very busy talking with one person. Okay, just hold on. And he kind of runs over to another person. Yes, oh, that's very nice. Yeah, absolutely. Just give me one second. And he's like kind of going from one person to the next, and he sees the three of you walk in. Can I help you, gentlemen, and friend?
I forgot.
I think we're all guys, right? Just the three that are here.
Yes.
Yeah, just is he safe? You safe?
We're gonna be
It's
buying
safe to be
stuff.
in
Your racism needs to be slowed down a little bit.
He's just a very and like Gio, you barely when you walk into this door, Gio, and stand up, like you're almost at the top of the. It's not a very tall ceiling at all. It's like maybe like all of like 8 feet tall. So you're very close.
Yes, I need a tux.
Yes. Just standing, looking at you guys, very confused for a moment.
Is that too difficult for you? We could go somewhere else.
Somewhere a little less racist, maybe.
No, that's fine. He kind of like looks you over. Just very, very big, very big. Very big. Okay. Just bear with me here one moment. It's just a very big. I'm all alone in the shop today, and it's very, as you can see, very busy. Just hold there for a second. Take a look around, and I'll be back. Okay. Just okay. And he just runs off to someone else.
All right. I guess I'll look around.
I almost blew up a shop right there.
Please don't do that.
All right, you guys three all make investigation checks to see what kind of cool stuff you find. Or who's ever looking for stuff.
I might as well look around.
That's intimidation. That's not investigation.
I mean, it could have the same effect depending on who you're talking to.
I'll give Volt advantage. Oh no, that's awful.
I got a 15.
My intimidation though is a +7, so way better.
So I got a 6 too. So.
I got a 15, guys.
Hey.
Yay!
All right, so as you guys are looking around,
I'm taking a breather, trying not to blow up a shop.
I would say that between Volt and Geel and Frey, Volt and Geel, Volt's very disturbed by this whole interaction, and Geel's kind of like, I've never been shopping for a tux before. So between the two of you, interestingly enough, the one who does not wear shirts is actually kind of like, no, guys, over here, and he kind of walks you over. You do find an assortment of top hats, not too distinguishing between most of them, just some are a little taller than other ones. And you do find some coats, again, nothing too distinguished between just the coattails are a little bit longer on some of them. Unfortunately, there's no canes. No canes anywhere in here. And you're looking for a tux for Geo?
I'm looking for anything that can go over my armor.
Okay. Yeah, so as you go and look through some of the tuxes, you're kind of going through some of the racks, you kind of like go like, small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL, 3. Like, you're trying to like get to the end of the rack to where the bigger stuff is. Frey, you pull out like this larger sized tux that looks like it could probably fit a pretty decently sized big person.
This might work. I wonder if they have a Dragonborn section around here that might have better options.
No, I don't think.
She'll go try this on.
All right, I put it on right there.
Just right there in the store. Okay. Cool.
Oh boy.
So go ahead and just make, just for giggles, like usually like Dex. Dex is usually a fun check for things like that.
4 + 3.
Amazing.
7.
Have you rolled anything above a 10 tonight?
Yes,
Like
and
that
I
one time
attacked.
when he found one
17.
gargoyle.
Oh my god.
So as you're standing there in the store.
Oh no, wait, that's +1.
Oh, so 5.
Even better. So you're looking at this tux outfit, and you kind of take the coat off, and you open up. There's this white shirt with a nice black bow tie thing, and again, you never really worn a shirt before, but between Volt and Frey, you guys kind of get the idea. You unbutton all the buttons, and Jill, you kind of put one arm in the sleeve, and you hear this as you like try to fit your massive arm. Even though this tux is a little bit larger, you still hear this ripping sound as you put your one arm in, but it goes in. And as you put your other arm in and kind of like pull your arms to the front, you just hear this Mamma Mia! It doesn't fit. You hear that from across the room as your shirt rips down the back.
That didn't work as well as I wanted it to. Just put that back on the rack real fast.
Just take it off. I got it. Just take it off. I'll fix it.
And as you start to put on the pants legs, and you kind of like pull them up and you hoist it, your tail just like kind of goes straight up, and then eventually just rips the back of the pants. So you have the legs on, you have the arms on, but as it's like fat guy in a little coat. You ever hear that song? You just rip through.
Fat guy in a little coat.
Just rip through this shirt and pants. You see guys, Jill, just standing in the store, like he just hulked out of it, but actually tried to hulk into it, but then hulked out of it.
All right, so we're gonna have to get something sewn for you. So take that off. I'll fix it.
He comes over here. What are you doing? Why?
I'll fix it.
This? What is happening? Get that off!
Goodness. His excitement makes me really angry for some reason.
Please, just.
I got it. I'll fix it. I got it.
This is
I got
why.
it.
This is why.
Breathe.
We're working on it. Calm down.
This is why I didn't
Breathe.
no offense. Just
Breathe.
Take.
If you say one more thing, I will
Alright,
shock
buddy.
you. Oh my
Frey's
goodness.
gonna like pull himself up a little bit, walk real close, get up in this guy's face, and try to intimidate him. You best watch what you're about to fucking say.
Ooh, intimidation check.
Yeah.
We literally wreak havoc wherever we go. We cannot even go shopping.
For us.
That is a
React to
21.
it.
Some of us are okay.
A 21.
Yeah.
He's gonna as he's like, could you please just put it? Just okay. Just.
We're taking care of this.
Just please ask the large man to put the tux back, and I won't.
Wise choice of the words.
I will fix it before we put it back. I'll show it to you. We'll be fine.
And just purchase what you need to purchase, and please just leave my store before you break anything else. You see him take a deep breath.
If he would have started like that, I wouldn't be so angry.
That's what I'm saying. This town is so
Alright,
fucking
so as soon as Gio
racist.
takes off, I will mend it to make it look like it was not even broken,
Okay.
and I will
Take a
show
little
it to him before I put it back on.
Take a little bit. Yes, just right, and he will actually take it for you and put it back on the rack, and like really towards the end, puts it back. Are you actually purchasing anything, or are you just here to break everything in my shop, or what is happening here? Because
I was going to, but I don't think you're worth it. And I'm going to drop what I was holding and walk out.
he'll just kind of stand there flabbergasted, like.
You really
up the
need a
stuff.
suit, Jill?
Puts it back.
Can you make one for me or nah?
I can make one.
You should have was directed at shopkeep men.
Oh, okay. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You're asking me a question. Go ahead. What are you saying? I'm sorry.
Can you make me a suit, or am I just wasting my time here?
I mean, I could. It would be a little bit more expensive, but I mean, it's going to take me a little bit of time. When do you need your suit by?
Tomorrow?
Oh, that's no. And actually, as he thinks about it, he just starts laughing as you're standing there.
All right. I leave.
Way behind. You can see all the people in here. There's a wedding tomorrow. There's a lot going on. I no time.
All right. I leave.
Well then, have a nice day, and I'll leave.
Bolt is outside looking at weak points for the building.
Vault, no. We don't have to worry about the fucking gargoyle thing. We don't need more.
Those at least weren't racist. I don't understand.
This whole town's been like that this entire time.
I know, and I'm starting to snap.
You guys are just standing out in the middle of the street?
Speaking of all this racism, I haven't seen Tix in ages.
Oh no.
You haven't?
He's
Oh, the tiny
still
one.
asleep.
Yeah. I wonder if he's still back at the academy. Let's say we go check on the status of those gadgets we had being made.
All right.
Ever woke up? He's just in heaven right now, tinkering. That's it. Like he is very.
So should we ask Kayla to make us stuff? Kayla, wow, Alona.
Woo!
I looked down and saw your name.
I don't know. Does she do stuff like that?
I don't know. She seems like the person that would.
Ask her to.
Just ask her.
We can definitely ask.
Do it.
I'm already walking to the academy.
All right, yeah, let's go.
All right, you guys walk towards the academy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And now if I see any Warforged, I'm renaming. I'm telling him to walk into that shop and pick up something up and put it down.
Oh no.
How many Warforged would you guys like to stop and give names to?
How many do we see?
All of them.
That's the important question here.
I'm a very angry teenager at this point.
I have a lot of
Angsty
names.
teen.
Roll a d8. Volt.
That's a 6.
6?
That's an 8.
And that's an 8? We'll split the difference. You see 7 Warforged on your walk.
Okay.
That one's Jenny. That one's Jimmy. That one's Jared. That's
Let's switch with
Jacob.
the letters. That one could be Sarah. Yeah, just all J's.
But we're on J names right now.
Yeah,
Fine, that one
that's
can be
fine.
Sarah. All right.
Okay.
Continuing with S's. That's Steven and
Sydney.
I had a great idea. Sydney.
Sydney.
I don't know where that one
That's a
came
good
from.
one.
It just kind of like
Yeah.
came out of nowhere, but we'll go with that one.
I will tell Sarah to go into the Whispering Pony, pick stuff up, and then put them on different shelves.
Oh my god.
Go ahead
You're the
and
worst
roll a
person.
persuasion check on Sarah.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay.
11. To a newborn robot.
She goes, she, he, it, Warforged. Sarah? She's
That way. You're gonna go that way. You're gonna make a left and then a right, and it's a shop with a bunch of clothing that people wear. You're gonna put that and go in there, pick stuff up, and put them in the wrong place.
Oh, also, Sarah, for whatever reason, they really, really don't want things folded in there anymore. So if you could just slightly unfold everything for them, that'd be a huge help.
okay, roll persuasion.
Oh my god.
You guys are the worst.
I rolled very poorly on this one though, so it's probably gonna be okay.
What you need to do is go around
6.
to all these Warforged and get them to be an army to back us up at the
Warforged
wedding.
army.
That'd be a good idea.
Sarah.
Exactly. Exactly. High five.
High five.
Sarah.
Good job.
Sarah.
Yep.
Just starts walking.
I'm so
in
proud of her.
In the direction that you told her to go.
She grew up so fast.
Jenny, Jimmy, Jerry, Jacob, Sarah, Steven, Sydney. I think I got them all. Amazing. Okay. And you guys make your way to the academy?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Alona, Sticks.
Oh, we know we were going to Olona for clothing.
Are we?
Yeah, let's see if she can make us stuff.
Do you want to go to the academy first?
Well, I think that would be passing. We'd be passing the Glory Hounds to get to the academy.
Okay. We'll see you can do that. We're going to switch over to them.
Mhm.
You'll see what they're
That's
doing here in a
fine.
second. Is there a dinosaur on there? Nom nom.
It's eating that heart.
Amazing.
It's eating the broken heart.
So after breakfast and some of your group starts to take off, Ilona and Styx, you can go to the back of the Glory Hounds, into their little training yard, and not quite as big, large, and extensive as the academy, but there are just some of the basics there in terms of like dummies on stands and like little targets for bow and arrow, like a pretty nice little training ground thing. Nothing too crazy, but not super small.
Yep.
I am ready for spy training.
This isn't spy training yet, but yeah. Now, you wanted to know about the order.
Yes.
Well, the order itself is split up into 4 different groups.
Oh god. Okay. Claret order, right?
Yes.
Like
Well-
clarinet, but someone forgot the IN.
4 different groups. Go on.
The first one was the first founding group was the Order of the Ghost Slayers. This is the oldest of all the orders. They like to play with ethereals and near-death experiences and all that kind of stuff.
Now, that sounds sort of frightening. I don't really want to do that.
Yeah. Well, this is a nice, friendly order. Just to warn you, we do deal with things that not everybody deals with. The things that normal guilds won't touch.
The really, really bad stuff.
It can be, yes.
Which is why you have to be really, really good to be in it, right?
Yes. The next order is the Order of the Mutants.
Oh.
Those guys like to play with potions and concoctions, and they make up different things to experiment on themselves, make themselves stronger and faster and more intelligent or more bestial or that kind of thing. The next order is the Order of the Lycans. They hunt werewolves and werebeasts, but they themselves are part of the order itself. They are werewolves, but they've learned to control it. Part of the initiation, they take a potion and it allows them to control the urges, so they no longer transform just at full moons. They can control it and do it at will. So
Wait,
it helps them. What?
Do you know anyone that's in the Order of the Lycan?
I've met a few of them, yes.
Do you know-
Crab.
Do you know anyone in Inbrick?
I'm not aware of the order in Imbric at the moment. The last person that came here was Kyla. He said he came here about a month or so ago. to
Kyla
investigate.
is a werewolf.
No. He's not a werewolf. But we do have friends within the order. We all know each other, and there are ways to find members of the Order of the Lycan.
How easy is it to find them?
Any particular reason the interest in the werewolves?
I read in a book that about werewolves, and I am
Insight check.
Go ahead, yeah. I don't know if you want to roll deception or persuasion, or if you just tell them that, yeah, you're kind of deceiving at this point.
I'm lying, and I think I have disadvantage on this test.
My first roll of the year would be a natural 20, so that's 27.
Nice.
What is my deception modifier? Hold on.
-8.
I get a 12.
Yeah, there's definitely something up with whatever she's trying to hint at there, Sticks.
Boy.
There's ways to contact members back in the order. I can send letters to them and things like that. But it is quite a grueling order. I know their tests are quite painful because the whole transforming into a werewolf is, or werebear, or wererat, or just the general transforming is quite painful, so it takes a lot of control.
If someone has already been bitten, hypothetically, can they join the order, or does it have to be a potion that makes them turn into werewolves?
Normally with the Order of the Lycan, they have, when they find a werewolf, the werewolf has 3 choices. They can be killed. There is ways to remove lycanthropy, or they can join the Order.
You can get rid of it. You can get rid of lycanthropy.
From what I've heard, I don't know the exact details of it, but I've heard that they can. So there might be ways around it. Or they can join the Order themselves and start a new life within the Order.
This is very interesting. That book that I read didn't have nearly this much information. I'd love to talk to someone further about the book later. What's the 4th order?
The 4th Order is the Order of the Profane Soul. That's the name of it. And they deal with demons and fiends and deities and demigods and the stuff that's not normally on this plane. So things to do with the Abyss and the 9 Hells.
What was that one again? Can you repeat it? Sorry.
The Profane Soul.
Profane. So which one are you?
I am a member of the Profane Soul.
Ooh, so you deal with all sorts of spooky things, like the thing that was in the door in the book I read.
Yes, possibly. It's also why I know a little bit about what happened to the prisoner who died last night and the previous prisoner we had when we were back in Azeroth. So that's a briefing of the orders, and as you progress, you can learn. I can teach you more. But today, I want to see you fight.
Oh, okay. I'm good at fighting.
So I'm going to take a few steps back and hit me.
Can Misfit fight with me too?
Misfit can join in a bit later. I want to see how you can do for now. Because I've seen Misfit take a few scraps with people.
Misfit's gonna roll an insight check.
Oh, can he do that? What a good boy!
About joining in later.
You can join in later. I don't.
He rolled a 10. I don't know.
Yeah. I mainly want to see a loner fight to start with, so I just take a few steps and just stand there and go hit me.
He's just kind of like pacing behind, probably about 10 feet back.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to hurt you, and I've been told that when arrows can be quite painful. So, are you sure that you just want me to shoot at you?
Yes.
You hear Misfit behind you, rah, rah, rah! Like punch him in the face.
All right, I'll try to shoot sticks.
Okay, roll an attack.
Oh god, natural 1.
She really doesn't want to hit him.
So
it's just the sticks you've always been so. I don't really want to shoot an arrow at you. I'm sure this is not going to hurt.
I will be fine.
Being a little confused at the situation right now, when Alona goes to shoot her crossbow, she's like, "I don't want to." And she shoots up. It just goes straight up in the air that direction, just not even close to hitting you.
Misfit, fetch!
And she's gonna take off.
And then I'll get my arrow back. Okay, I'm gonna try to shoot him again, I guess. Oh god, slowly getting better. That's a 10. Try a different one. That's a 15 for the 3rd hit.
Nope.
God, what is your armor class?
38.
Fuck. 7th hit is a 24.
Cast on myself, so it's 25, so misses as well.
Oh, that's cheating. That is so sneaky.
You see, I'll just put my hand like that and just move to the side. And it bounces off in the air.
Do I have anything else I can do?
Do you have any use of other weapons apart from your crossbow?
I have hand axes, but I don't really like to use them very much.
Well, there will come a time when you have to get in close to an enemy. Can't always be far away.
I'll go try to whack him. Fuck. 17.
So, I'm imagining a kind of Matrix moment with Neo and Morpheus. Just moving. Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
I will cast.
Love it.
I will cast Reduce on Styx. So you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
I mean to say harder to hit.
Reduce lowers the AC. Enlarge raises it, but
That would be a 19.
oh fuck, it's the 15. Wait, no, it's not. I don't think it's a. What is my? Goddamn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that fails. Or passes.
So over the course of this first minute, Alona, you've been reloading your crossbow, shooting, some going up into the air, some you see Styx kind of duck out of the way. As he actually casts, you see this large spectral shield come up and deflect one of your arrows, and as you drive your hand axe and try to get in close for some melee, he just continues to duck out of the way, and sometimes he stops your arm and kind of flips back off of it. It's very hard to hit this little guy.
Literally, the only way I can do it is by rolling a natural 20, which I finally did after 20 attacks.
Oh.
God damn. And I guess I'll roll damage.
Yep.
Where's my D10? Jesus. 3 points of damage. Oh, and and 4 points of frost damage.
Ooh.
Because of Veronica.
Oh.
Veronica.
So you can hit somebody with an axe.
Rude.
Now.
Oh, that was my crossbow.
Alright. So you can hit me. Now it's my turn.
Oh god, okay.
I'll take a step forward as I cast Armor of Agathis on myself and burst into flames.
Oh Jesus. Can I cast? I'm gonna cast Blur on myself.
Okay. Blue flames erupt from his feet and start to coalesce up his legs, upper torso. A blue flaming goblin in front of you, and you cast Blur. You see a blurred image of Alona in front of you.
I shall run in for an attack.
Is that with the disadvantage because of Blur?
Yes.
So I'll take the 19 over the natural 20, so that's 29 to hit.
Fuck, that hits me. Disadvantage on attack rolls against you. Yeah.
It's only 8 points of damage.
And I
Owie.
think you have to roll a con save to see if you keep your Blur on.
Yeah. 58. It's not great. Oh, con save. I'm proficient. 17.
Yep, you're good. Still blurred.
Ayo.
Yep. Would you like to try and hit me again?
Whack! God damn it. I'm just an 18. Literally the only way I can hit you is with a natural 20.
Well, my normal armor class is 20. Come on.
Yes. I would hit him on the third hit.
Yep.
I got attacked more than once, but I didn't.
Misfit's gonna come flying back down, jumps behind Alona, and
You want to join in, Misfit? Okay. And I'll leap back and ready to stance.
All right, yeah.
Do I get an attack of opportunity as he leaps back?
Yep.
Heyo. Oh, that's good. That's a 23.
Yep. I'll take the hit, and you'll also take 5 points of fire damage.
Oh, fudge. You'll take 7 points of slashing damage. Okay, I'm going to... Because he's away from me now, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm taking a few steps back. About 10, 15 foot from you.
And you have Misfit at your disposal now too.
I do. Huh. I'm going to
Think really hard.
use my mini boon
Mm-hmm.
for the first time ever.
Love it.
So I'm gonna call Misfit over.
Dun, dun, dun.
You see him kind of like start to form mid-air as he flies and like transforms down, and he's still a pretty big creature, but he kind of like transforms down to a smaller version of himself and actually attaches to the top of Alona's crossbow. You actually never seen her do this before.
Nope.
But go ahead.
Fun.
Oh god! Oh no! That's a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit. Oh,
Yeah.
You see Misfit just take off of this crossbow towards you, and as he hits,
You need to make a strength saving throw.
22.
22. Okay, and Misfit. So that passes, but Misfit does get to attack you with Shocking Grasp.
Nice.
Shocking Grasp. +5. That's 20.
he just starts flying over, starts to attack. Once he latches on, like you feel the shock come over you as his claws dig in.
10 points of lightning damage.
And now Misfit is, I think we said he goes, Misfit's like right there, or like kind of behind him now?
He's like behind him now. And then so for my movement, I'll move up, and so I'll be flanking him for next turn.
As you guys are fighting, you kind of start to see out of your peripherals, you see like some people start to just like come out from inside the glory hounds, or just like watching this affair, like some dwarves, like a human kind of walks out. You can't really tell who they are, but you could start to slowly see like a little crowd start to gather around you as this fight ensues, as flames are erupting and lightning's being slashed out and stuff.
Place your bets!
20 on the goblin.
That was an interesting move, and I shall, for mine bonus, I shall jump up, flip backwards, and set my sword on fire to strike Misfit.
Opportunity attack? Because he's jumping out of my range, right?
Yep.
Oh, that's a D6. I won't hit with that.
Probably not.
That's 12.
Nope. A 23 to hit Misfit with the first attack.
Ooh, you hit me, baby.
Why are you assaulting her child? This is wrong.
That would be 6, 12, 18 points of damage to Misfit.
No. What is 70 minus 18?
52.
You've
Thank
brought
you.
this upon yourself.
And then a 27 to hit Misfit on my second attack.
No, that hits.
This is all
And
non-lethal, right?
That's 13 points of damage to Misfit.
Deathly.
What is 52 minus 13?
39.
Thank you. Ooh, baby.
And I'll stay on Misfit's back.
I will go up and I will cast Cure Wounds on Misfit. Because he's my baby.
Alright.
And I gotta... That's not a D8. There it is. God damn it, that's a 1. Son of a bitch.
More and more people start to come out.
So you're taking the crab method to important roles.
Yep.
The crab technique.
Roll all ones.
Bold
And
strategy,
then-
Cotton.
Misfit will fly up
Okay.
30 feet. No, 40 feet.
Okay.
He'll fly up 40 feet. And he will cast Firebolt. Firebolt. Oh, that's a 24.
Field. 25.
Yeah, that's our turn.
Yep. And then what should I do? Yeah, I'll continue beating on Misfit for a little bit. Just to watch Alona.
He's 40 feet away.
I'm on his back still.
Oh God.
I was on his back.
Oh no.
Didn't know Misfit was that big. Jesus.
He's a big old boy.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty big.
He's small, but he's big.
I'm 40 foot over Misfit. I'm going to jump off Misfit and try and land behind Alona before I can attack her. Kind of a goblin meteor.
Goblin meteor?
I have never heard of this spell.
It's a Styx-owned brand. Can we do an acrobatics to land? Or...
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. My acrobatics was nice. 25.
Yo.
And then attack Alona from behind.
I don't think I have any reaction spells.
With a 27 on the first hit.
God. I mean, yeah.
I have a plus 10 to my attacks. It's always fun.
God.
Jesus Christ.
12 points of damage.
Ow.
So right about this time, Volt, Frey, and Geo, you guys walk back to the Glory Hounds to see, to kind of check in on your friends in the training grounds. And as you walk in, you could hear like, oh, ooh, oh, no, like all this sounds coming from the back. And as you kind of walk your way back there, you see there's this pretty large crowd kind of gathering around, and you kind of push your way through some of these dwarves and humans, and you see Misfit up in the air with sticks just slashed down on Alona in this courtyard, and just like reels back in pain. That's what you see as you come in.
My second attack on Alona. 23 to hit. That one's only 12 points of damage.
Only 12 points.
Just slashing her across the back.
How's Alona looking?
Not super good. If I were to rank her on a scale of 1 to 66, I'd say probably about 29.
Somewhere around there.
Is this a friendly bout?
Give or take.
Do I need to intervene?
As you hear, as these two slashes rake across your back, you hear from the crowd what sounds to be Jill and Frey's voice, what they just said.
No, I've got it! Everything's fine! Right where I want him!
Alright.
If you say so.
Roll insight check.
7.
She seems to have it under control.
Yeah, no, she got this.
Hold up a moment, I gotta roll 2.
Okay.
Alright, this is 14 on Jace.
I guess
15.
I guess Alona should roll deception, because that's technically what's happening.
What's the point?
I got a 15.
That's not bad.
Can you beat the 15?
Yeah, I get a +2 to deception. That's a 16.
Alright.
All right.
Jill,
Oh, well,
Jill, what
she's
did
gonna
you roll
do
for
something interesting.
Insight? Is that 8? 9?
9.
Volt and Frey, Volt, when she says, nope, I got it, Frey and Volt, you're like, well, okay. Seems to be under control. Jill's like, wait a second. Do you guys want to do anything?
Curious to see how she's got this plan to work. Just to watch.
I'll keep heals ready just in case.
Okay. Jill, you're not blind.
I got a 9. It was a 9.
Yeah. She says she's got it, and you look at her, and she's like, kind of sort of bleeding through her coat a little bit on the back.
It's all good.
Oh.
Yeah, Ilona, go ahead, your turn.
I'm gonna... I don't know. Sticks is like right in front of me, behind me.
you, yeah.
Okay,
Right behind
I guess I'll hit him with my hand axe. That's a 20.
Armor class, so yeah.
Yo. That's 5 points of slashing damage.
Slashes across the front. Oh my gosh, Sticks, I'm sorry.
And then Misfit's gonna fire Firebolt.
Don't you activate Armor Agathis?
She's already taken the initial damage. It only happens once.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 5. So a 21.
Shield.
God damn it. That's all we got. I'm gonna bonus action.
Ooh.
Oh wait, all of your attacks should have had disadvantage because I'm still blurred. But that's okay.
Well,
Nope, I can't do that.
Roll like 2 con saves because you got hit a couple times in there.
16. That's a 17. 17 and a 22. So yeah,
Yep.
good.
For next time.
Cool.
I'm just watching the fight. You guys are doing your thing. I'm just watching this as much as anybody.
I mean, if I don't believe that she's okay, I'll start walking towards her.
I will bonus action take a healing potion.
Okay. Jill, as you see her kind of, you see her Ilona spin around. I got it, and slaps him with this haymaker of a hand axe and downs a healing potion. You're starting to get a feeling of, I'm not buying it. And you start to walk in. Do you want to do anything?
I mean, I'll put my weapon between them and say, "Hey, enough."
Hey, you guys cut that out.
Okay. So you Styx, as you take this slashing, you see Ilona start to chug a healing potion real quick. You see your large reptilian friend slam his your glaive. You want to do your glaive?
Damn it, that works. It's long.
Yep. Slams his glaive down between you and says, "Enough." What do you guys want to do?
It's my turn now, so I'm going to move around behind Jill, run up his back, and jump on Ilona.
Okay.
Oh.
Go ahead and just do a quick acrobatics to crocodile slide jump.
That would be 23.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit. That's a lower roll.
No, my AC is 15, so
Ah.
I'm a little baby.
That's 6, 11, 13 points of damage.
Sentinel?
13 points of damage, so that's...
Yeah, I mean...
You could indeed make an attack on him if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I don't believe like they're fighting for fun. I think they're being kind of aggressive, I guess.
You have no idea. Yep.
All right. Where's my
They could be
rolling
charmed.
things?
They could be fighting to the death. You have no idea.
Ooh! Turns out we're mortal enemies. Ah!
That's a 1.
Fine.
Don't worry.
God damn it, Gio.
Yeah.
I just stuck under it. I do my second attack. With
Jill,
a
they're training. Jill, stop it.
From the crowd.
16 to hit.
Oh, that hits me.
Volt and Frey, you'll notice off in the corner. You guys would have saw him before, right? Yeah, you would have seen him because you guys were at breakfast the other day, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you'll see this large Goliath out in the one side of the corner, just standing there with his arms crossed like this,
Oh no, he saw me.
just watching this all go down.
Oh, no.
This was a total of 18 damage, but it's non-lethal because I know she's looking really blooded. Just to knock her out.
How many points of damage?
18.
18. So it's 24 minus 18.
Ah, yeah, there you go. So
6.
6 on 6.
Turns his blade a little bit to slap her on the side of the blade instead of
Gut slap.
death blow.
Yo.
Oh! Everyone, all the whole crowd goes oh! As it slaps you in the stomach.
Misfit's gonna come down and attach to me as both of our bonus actions. He's gonna use his action to disengage. We're gonna fly up, and then I'm gonna shoot sticks from up in the air.
He kind of like twirls up so you can't get a swing at him.
That's a 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All these too close calls. God, that's a 1. Fuck. That's another 1. Are you kidding me? Okay, so that's gonna be 3 points of piercing damage and 1 point of frost damage.
Yep.
Wow. Persephone, after you go and check on the House of Blades, Bob and Dennis greet you at the door. Actually, it would be Dennis. Dennis was first. As you check in, they haven't handed out any cards or anything. No one's been by to check the house. So you go back to the Glory Hounds, and right around this time, kind of like when Volt and Frey and Geo walked in, you hear these screams and howls and hoots and hollerings coming from. As you walk your way back through the Glory Hounds into the training ground, you see Frey and Volt kind of all to the side, and you see Geo in the middle with Misfit has just grabbed Ilona and taken off into the sky as she shoots down 2 crossbow bolts. Would you like to do anything?
Just watch.
Just watch the chaos.
Right. Volt and Frey are like right near you there. They're pretty easy to pick out among the rest of everybody.
So, seeing Ilona in the sky, I will put my sword back in my sheath. The fire around me will drop. I'll look up at her and go, sorry about this. And then my eyes will flare up with fire, and I'll cast 2 Eldritch Blasts there.
Nice.
I'm gonna counterspell it.
Oh, counterspelled.
Counterspell? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
So as your eyes start
This
to
is my
flare up,
training.
and you take your hands,
Yeah, but you're gonna shoot her in the sky and then she's gonna fall.
and you go,
It's gonna be
you
fine.
kind of
It's
go
attached to Misfit, it's fine.
you make like the motion of Eldritch Blast, but like nothing comes out for some reason. Just a little bit of.
I'm gonna stare into the crowd until I can see who did it.
Go
Obviously,
ahead.
Percy.
Okay.
I point at Frey.
I just like.
Anything else, Six?
No.
Okay.
I'll just keep standing there in the middle of the ground and shout up to Ilona. Go on, hit me.
Well, that was a 17, so I missed.
I'm confused.
Yep, Gio, it's your turn. Would you like to do anything? Because you're actually kind of in this fray here.
Oh,
Little giggles. Thanks, guys.
do I figure it out? It's a training thing yet, or?
You would have seen that when Styx went to hit Ilona, he didn't hit her with the slashy side, the sharpie side. He hit her in the stomach like a baseball swing. Ooh.
Oh.
If you can deter from that, that's up to you.
Oh, let's make a intelligence check.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself as a bonus action, actually.
Is it another one? How is that possible?
Oh my god. Kevin is taking all of your good rolls and you are just taking all the bad ones.
Well,
Give all of your bad rolls to Kevin.
To say,
Alright,
you need to have Whedon bless them because it can't possibly be any worse from that.
Alright.
So
Counterbalancing.
I still feel like, okay, well, this is still a fight then to me because I don't know. Attack 6. 4 plus 6 doesn't hit.
Just swinging into the dirt.
3 plus 6 doesn't hit. Another natural 1. Okay.
I'm just bouncing around, dodging them.
Wow.
Actually, probably even better if you literally just stood there and he's just like, stand still! And you're literally just on both sides of you. Just not even moving. Just.
Oh, God, this is awful. What am I doing wrong?
Frey and Volt and Persephone, you guys want to do anything on the outskirts here while you're watching?
I'm starting to panic a little bit.
Okay.
turned it inch over to Frey and Volt. What is going on?
Oh, Styx and Ilona are training for some reason, and Jill thinks they're actually fighting, and I think that covers it, really.
All right. Well,
At least that's what I gathered from what I saw here, and her telling me she's got this when she clearly doesn't.
I heard that.
No, you didn't.
I'm very good hearing.
Do you, though?
Yes, I have elf ears.
What do your elf ears hear? All right, who's up?
Probably Styx.
Yeah, I think Styx.
Hang on. As I'm keeping an eye on Bolt, I'll cast Eldritch Blast again.
You know it was me.
I'm just looking at you because
you're cute.
Oh.
That's a 15 to hit on the first hit.
Okay.
Just sorry, is he?
And a 14 on the second hit.
Okay. Oh God, this is. Okay, I'm gonna, because I don't have much HP left. I'm gonna have Misfit use his reaction to shield his attacks, and Misfit will take the damage instead.
That's just 9 points of damage to Misfit.
Oh,
Attack missed.
Stands so correct. Maybe she can take that.
As they're floating up in the air, you just see this Eldritch Blast get shot up, and Misfit turns in the air and takes it on the one broadside of his wing, and then turns back around.
He's gonna make it.
I'll see in that. I'll clap. Keep watching.
God, I haven't loaded up all my spells or my cloak or anything. I'm gonna shoot my crossbow.
Shoot him in the face! Take her down! Just a whole bunch of the crowd starting to get into it now.
That's a 20.
Hey.
And the name of the 6. I don't know how to put them out. Oh, that's better. That's 9 plus 2, so 11 points of piercing damage and 2 points of frost damage.
Jill,
I'm gonna say
Sorry.
Finally, a 17 for intelligence. I recognize that it's the practice thing. I get out of the fucking way.
Misfit's gonna fly 80 feet up because he's gonna use his action to dash.
Like, oh.
So we were 40 feet in the air, so 40 plus 80 is 120.
Fine.
We're right at the cusp of Eldritch Blast.
Yeah, maximum distance.
So go ahead. 6 is up.
Yep. That's a 15 and a 16 to hit. My 2 different.
Okay, Misfit's gonna use his reaction to take it again.
That's 5 and 8.
5 and 8, so
13 total.
25.
This is getting fucked up, man.
He is. He can take it though. He's a strong boy. And then my crossbow, heavy range. So I can never remember. So heavy crossbow has a range of 100 to 400. Does that mean that anything less than 100 is a disadvantage?
No. Everything less than 100
anything
is your
between
first
100 and 400 is disadvantage.
Correct.
And anything above 100 just automatically fails. Okay. Well, then he's going to fly down 20 feet so that...
And Curse of the Blind.
I rolled a 4, so... What did you cast on me?
Basically would have a disadvantage on the shot.
I mean, it's a 4 and a 7, so fuck.
That's for one, baby.
And then Misfit's gonna fly back up 20 feet back up to 120 feet, and then use his action to dash, so he's out of range of Eldritch Blast now.
So, quick question, Kyle. I've got the extra bit you gave us on the Curse of the Blind, where I get a free attack if both of their attacks would have missed me. Can I do that with an Eldritch Blast, or does it just have to be melee?
It's melee, right.
That's fine. I'm just checking.
Yep. Geo has taken himself out of combat, so now Geo walks over with Percy and Frey and Volt.
It was practice.
So, thank you, Jill. We never would have figured it out.
Yeah.
I had no idea, buddy. Thanks.
We weren't sure what to do about it.
This time I'm going to fire my Eldritch Blast, but aim for Misfit's wings. One for each wing.
Okay.
He is out of range, so it's a disadvantage because he's beyond 120 feet.
I don't even think it would reach. It would puff out.
No, that's fine then. And then after I shall just wait until they get closer.
So you're holding your action?
I'm holding my Eldritch Blast until they come closer.
Oh god. I'm just gonna shoot at disadvantage because I know Styx looks ready for us.
Yeah.
Fuck. It would have hit, but I missed.
God damn it.
This will never end.
Wiggity, 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 wiggity.
At this point, Styx has a big grin on his face as well.
I will wait.
Okay.
And if it's back to my turn because Styx can't reach me, then I'll fire again.
I mean, yeah, kind of. Unless Styx wants to do anything else but hold Eldritch Blast so you get closer.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just going to hold Eldritch Blast.
God damn it. I keep rolling really good and really bad.
You just blink away from super distance.
You just barely see this little goblin, your friend, your ally, just waiting, just holding this charge in his hands, just Doesn't even move from his spot. Just waiting.
Fine. Eventually, I'll go back into range. And I'll fire at normal.
Okay. So, as you get back down the range and fire normal, he releases his Eldritch Blast as your 2 crossbow bolts go flying down. Both of you guys roll your attacks.
Yeah.
One of my attacks was 22, and the other one was a natural 20. I apologize.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
So the first one is 8 points of damage, and the second one is 14 points of damage.
What's 14 plus 8?
22.
Oh fuck.
Aiming for Misfit's wings on the down.
Oh wait, that's not.
Yeah, how's Misfit looking over there?
If I were to give him, on a scale from like 1 to 70, probably a 3.
Wow.
As you're shooting these Eldritch Blasts, you hear this tink, 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 and you look down. There's like a gear and like a little screw, like a little bolt next to your face.
I'll just catch him and then I'll have him take me down.
They're flying. They're landing next to sticks on the ground.
I'll just have him take me down and I'll stand in front of Misfit.
All right.
And I'll just be like, okay, I think that you probably won, but to sort of avoid,
You can stop here. I don't want to kill Misfit. It was just a training exercise. I'll go up and rub Misfit's cheek. You did very well there, friend.
I'll start picking up all of his nuts and bolts and putting him back together in the middle of the yard.
Okay. So you guys watch as Ilona floats back down with Misfit, and they have some sort of exchange in the middle. You 4 friends on the outside. You guys want
I
to
look at Frey.
So.
Yes.
Can I go in?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a heal.
That's all swallow because I got to ask her to make me a suit, I guess.
Did I pass?
You showed some very good initiative. And yes, you have potential.
I'm going to be a secret member of a super secret order against super evil.
Yes, and you can even invite Lincoln as well to help with his problem and walk away.
Wait, what problem?
bleeding out of his ear a little bit. Ilona's bleeding out of her ear a little bit.
What problem? 6, what problem are you talking about?
It's fine. And I'll go and find a seat and have a drink.
Ilona Sticks and Misfit just got healed up a bunch. And it'll also go up and use my racial trait to heal an additional 8 hit points on probably Ilona, since she's the one that I saw being slashed up the most.
Yeah, Ilona's coat's like kind of cut off in the back a little bit. Kind of, like I said, like bleeding from the ear. Her nice new little outfit that she had on, like part of the socks are kind of ripped on the one side. Her little rainbow.
Oh, my rainbow socks! No.
Little holes on them and little patches. Her hair's a little frazzled up a little bit.
It was already frazzled.
No, you got to. Oh yeah, that's right. You left.
Yeah, I hadn't done shit to my hair.
More frazzled. Battle frazzled.
It's good showing, Ilona. And then I'll just go and sit next to Sticks and pull out my bottle of Apple Jacks and just kind of shake it.
Hey.
Some of the crowd kind of walks up to some of you guys, like, "Wow, what was that all about? Are you guys okay? That was awesome!" Like the gnome's like, "Ha ha ha! Well done!" And he like just runs back inside, and you will see Monak. His arms are still crossed. He's like looking at all this, and will silently just walk back inside.
Did he look angry at me?
Roll an insight check.
Oh no, I'm really bad at this. Natural 20! Now I get a fucking natural 20,
Yeah,
God!
of all the times. I'll go ahead and rate to you.
Haha, now I get secrets. What now, Cody?
Anyway,
I will continue holding on to mine that have a bit more significance.
Ooh.
Go ahead, you guys can keep talking while I'm typing.
Hey, Lona, I guess I need a
Yes.
tux. Do you know how to make tuxes?
Absolutely, yes.
All right, can you get it done by tomorrow?
Yes, I can.
All right. Do you need money?
No. Just fabric. You just go buy some fabric for me, then I can cut and stitch.
All right. I go look for a fabric store then, I guess. Wherever that may be.
Alone has no idea how to make a tux.
What's that?
This is going to go very poorly.
I am looking for a fabric store now since she said she needs fabric to make a tuxedo.
Fabric. Okay, it would probably be close to the Whispering Pony that you're at before. That was like kind of like a market district, if you will. All
right.
All right, you got that? Cool. Just for the sake of time here, what we'll say is you go there, and you're gonna have a very similar experience that you had at the Whispering Pony in this textile place. Now,
I'll go with him to like help with the whole he's a gator thing.
Okay.
And I'll have Misfit snarl at anyone who says anything racist.
Okay. He definitely snarls once or twice then. When you guys
I
are in
asked
the
them
store.
for their toughest fabric.
Okay. I'll say enough to make a crocodile tux out of toughest fabric would probably cost about like 1 gold, 5 silver.
Huh?
1 gold, 5 silver. Worth of fabric.
All right, so 1 gold, 5 silver.
Mhm.
I just give him 2 gold.
Okay. He will give you 5 gold, 5 silver change.
All right.
Anybody
Where's
doing
silver?
anything else?
I'm gonna try to make Jill a tux
Amazing.
with my tinker tools.
So after this fight's all over and everything, do you guys want to talk about anything or just wrap up the day? I can walk you through it real quick.
I'll apologize to Styx. I kind of stopped one of your blast things. It wasn't on purpose. It was kind of just a reaction. I panicked a little bit.
That's fine. You've got good reactions, lad. It comes in handy. Keeping an eye on your teammates. All part of the job.
Yeah, I kind of did it, and then when nothing came out, I was like, "Oh crap! I did something."
Yeah.
Do you panic cast things often?
Well, no, but there was 2 people that are like, we're supposed to be a team, and I came here and they're automatically hitting each other. And one of them's flying in the air, looking like she got hit by a bunch of blasts and stuff. The other one's doing gymnastic stuff off a gator. I didn't know what was going on. And then you were super calm, and that made me even more worried because it was like it was the normal thing.
Well, I mean, it kind of is in most fighting orders. I had to kick the shit out of a lot of my friends growing up, and conversely, they kicked the shit out of me a lot. It just happens.
You guys are like the first group of people that I'm like friends with. I don't know what people do. I literally sat in the woods forever by myself reading books.
That doesn't sound like a... Where are you from again?
Okay, actually, a small island called Takari.
Takari.
Hakari.
And, like, Hakari. Okay. And, like, legitimately just hung out in the woods.
Well, yeah, I explode. We definitely go over this like every day now.
No, and I mean, I follow all that, but I kind of figured it was in, like, controlled experiments that you uncontrolled on accident.
No, so I was on a beach and I watched something crazy happen, and I got this stuff, and then after that, everything kind of got weird. And then I started controlling my powers, and that's when I found out people were looking for people like me. So I kind of ran, and now I'm here. And then I found you guys. Well, you guys found me. I was lost.
But trying to find us, though, which I'm
Yes.
still not clear on why.
Schmitty told me about you guys.
Why?
Because you guys made really cool stuff. He told me you guys made a bike. There was the submarine thing I added nothing to. And
I'm sorry?
look at the weather.
I'm sorry. Did you touch my rig?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Percy, he just said he
Vault.
added nothing to it. I don't see.
Vault.
Yes.
Did you touch my rig? What did you not add to it?
Lights.
It had lights.
Yes.
Volt.
I didn't know it was yours.
So you've just touched a random stranger's device.
Remember Alona on the Segway?
Wink.
It's
Augmenting it.
It's a reflex.
Without
something shiny that could be
permission.
shinier. Well, yeah, I'm giving it lights. I wasn't breaking it. I didn't go in it.
I sort of do that quite a bit. Oh, I do ask permission though.
I followed the sign that said "Do not enter." I didn't enter.
Percy's just gonna walk away.
Don't worry
Just
about it.
like-
She does that sometimes.
I was ready to run.
More to the point, though, you said people were looking for people like you.
So, on my island, every so often, elementals fight each other. So apparently, there's 3 other people like me, but all different elements somewhere.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find them, but apparently people are finding them because there was the one kid who had earth powers and then he disappeared.
Sounds very ominous.
Mm-hmm. So I didn't want to get disappeared. I'm okay with exploding, but I don't know what they're doing to people. So if I could maybe find them and help them with a container like mine, then I want to try that.
It's worth a go, but I mean, that's kind of a conspicuous container, too. You think about maybe trying to make it a little less obvious?
The dock is making it safer.
Right, okay.
I think safety and then concealment.
Maybe make it look like a backpack, though, like not like a glass container full of like zappy nonsense.
But then it's not as pretty.
This is true. You could make it a really pretty backpack, though, and then people would have no reason to believe you have weird, like, explodey lightning powers. Until you use the weird explodey lightning powers on them.
That's very fair. I'll talk to the doctor about that.
Or Percy and I can take a look at it. We're actually
that's
quite
right.
gifted.
Oh, we back?
It's true. I mean, Delona made
I just assumed so.
Misfit, and Percy made their gun things. They're quite
Those things are
talented on that sort of thing.
Her boomsticks.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it, though, because it's like, what you're doing without that right there is basically containing an explosive force. What she's doing is she's directing an explosive force.
Yeah, that's what
Seems
this gun
pretty
does.
similar, so like you work together on that sort of thing. Maybe you can use similar principles on it.
That's fair. We've just been very busy. There's a wedding to go to. We gotta stop the wedding. And
That's
then
true.
We fought a booger monster. We've done a lot in like 2 days.
It's been a very busy couple of days.
I feel like I've known you guys just for months.
Feels like that sometimes. That reminds me, though. Hey, Styx, did you by any chance find out anything about those about Lolth or Veyron?
Yeah, I did some research last night.
Oh, that's where you were. Okay, I just figured I'd check in since I was looking in like forever ago.
Yeah, I'll update you what I found out later this evening.
Sounds good. Maybe it's somewhere a little less public.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place.
Yeah, so what we could say is, does anyone besides Percy and her +1 have anything else they want to do this evening? Besides making tuxes, things like that.
Who is
I
Percy's
sent
+1?
I sent you the list of the things that I need to get. I'd like to get that done before the dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But then I will ask Alona, I think.
Are you
Yeah,
telling
you-
anyone about the dessert you're having that night?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
do you need someone to cook?
I am an excellent cook.
I am excellent cook.
I actually am a cook as well.
All gourmands.
Well, I cook stuff.
I don't think Bob or... Was it Derek?
Dennis.
Dennis. I forgot she would know. Bob or Dennis can cook. Being named seems to have reset the memory banks. They didn't remember what the vases were. Anyway, so yes, if you can whip up something, I was going to just buy something, but so if you don't mind,
Sure.
I would like everyone to be on guard. I'm not sure if he's been replaced like my parents or if he is complacent in the plot. So,
He who?
oh, my future brother-in-law, if this goes off without us stopping it. Mudal. The one I was to be married to.
I automatically hate him just based on his name.
I
Whatever
don't blame
do
you.
mean? What do you hate my name for? It's ridiculous.
He is rather a buffoon. I don't blame you at all. Just try not to antagonize him too much. I also have a plan for the wedding.
All right.
I'd like to go over, and I'll hand them the sketches of the layout of the wedding area. So, I wish to get everyone hats of the skies and place you around the wedding. I need to arrange for the musketeer guard that will be at the wedding. I would like if I think I'd like everyone but Alona to be placed. No. 2 of you I'd like with the musketeers. I want 2 of you elsewhere in the area. And Alona, would you like to pretend to be me?
Oh.
Just for a short while. You don't have to be too convincing. Because
Yes.
well, you don't have to fool Andromeda, as I will be pretending to be Andromeda.
Okay.
Oh.
I can totally do that. Yes.
Wait, so you actually gonna marry the guy now?
No, I'm going to stop it.
I'm confused about this plan.
There is a point where they ask, do you take this man to be your husband? I will say no.
But what if she wants to?
Well, then after we make sure that this is not going to be a cult sacrifice or whatever they have planned, on another day where it's safe, they can elope or something.
That's true. We could just kidnap them both and have them ride off into the sunset and get married.
We could find out
Nice and
during
private.
the dessert. We could knock them unconscious. There's plenty of foods that could put people to sleep for a little bit.
Oh, when I thought about cooking, I remember I can't have Jill read, so I'm probably just going to eat.
I got you. I got you.
I am not sure that we can get away with kidnapping him.
No, but if he's a demon, then he's not gonna fall asleep to some food. But if he's just a regular buffoon, he's gonna knock out and we all can make fun of him, we can draw stuff on his face and go on with our day.
Said his elders, right?
He does also need to get back to his
Yes,
home.
we can get him back, be like he drank too much. The guards over there love me.
When did you go over there?
Crap. We need to be around each other more often. Jill and I rescued the building from a gargoyle.
Oh, that's why there was one missing. It was you.
Yeah, they let us in. Just
I
right
did
to
think
the
it
front door.
was strange that they would throw off. All right.
It was
I
a real
do-
gargoyle, by the way, not like one of them statues.
That probably means they all are.
I don't know. I checked all of them. They didn't
Lovely.
seem lively.
You really think they would buy just one?
That's what I said.
They
Maybe?
have plenty of money for it. Anyway,
Oh, I guess I should say they also look like the ones that attacked before. That's why I really hated them. The one I picked up anyway. Rogue.
I am rather sure that there's at least 3 more among what is on the roof. So
Alright.
my plan is we keep Andromeda from attending the wedding. I will attend in her place, disguise as her. Alona will be disguised as me because I agreed to be the maid of honor to get more information. I will walk you through all the basics of what needs to be done. I got the entire itinerary from Andromeda, and we will throw off anything we can, throw as many wrenches in as possible.
Then should we stop the priest too?
Yes. But I don't think that we can manage to catch him and replace him in time. So we will merely have to stop him in the middle of what's going on.
I mean, I kind of think if anybody's going to be the one running a ritual, it would be the priest anyway. He's
exactly.
placed ideally.
I can technically cast that spell myself.
What, disguise self?
No, the ceremony.
Oh.
I can marry people.
We're not looking to actually get these guys married, though.
No, but if we have to play a ruse, you have to at least know what you're casting.
That is fair.
Wait, marriages with spells?
Yeah.
This is
I've married a lot of squirrels.
They all have long-lasting and fulfilling relationships, or did you blow them up too?
No, they lived long. It was to make sure they survived.
Oh god, did you blow them up afterwards to make sure
No,
they'd
they're
survive?
okay. They actually have a nice little condo.
Oh my god.
That's what he tells himself.
I'm just not even. So yes, that is my plan. I'd like everyone to have hats of disguise so that they don't know what is going on, and therefore if we need to quickly change faces, we can.
Okay, so are we knocking them unconscious tonight?
I will arrange for Andromeda to sleep very heavily and miss her wake-up call in the morning.
So yes to the knockout cream in the cake, or no knockout cream in the cake?
You know what? Go for it.
Yeah.
Isn't the cake usually eaten after people are wed, though?
Well, they said they're going to go with dessert.
We're having the reception dinner and then dessert.
Yeah, sorry, I called it reception. It's rehearsal. I said rehearsal, then reception.
Oh, that's what. Yeah,
rehearsal.
Yeah,
Rehearsal.
Rehearsal, boys.
Yeah.
Here in Edinburgh, they call rehearsal weddings. Rehearsal dinners.
Rehearsal dinner.
Okay, cool. It's going to be fun.
It will be. And
make sure it's not too strong. That's all.
You got it.
That's where we'll pick it up for next time.
Yay!
Great session, guys. That was a lot of fun. That was good.
Time to do some research about plants that knock people unconscious.
Looking forward to the rehearsal.
Here goes my Google search.
Rehearsal episode.
Which watch list are you getting put on this time?
So everyone, thank you so much for watching. This is Face and Fables with my awesome people, Gearhearts Rising, and it's 2020, everyone. The year of the Prince. Had a lot of fun stuff happen. A lot of natural ones. I didn't know we went back.
God.
1-1. Well, technically, I guess it is January 1st too, right? So wouldn't that be 1-1? Maybe.
Oh,
That's why that
man.
happened.
Yeah.
That makes so much more sense now.
1/1/2020. Yeah.
I'm just unlucky.
That's kind of a fun day to play D&D, man. That's awesome. But
We're in the
everyone,
hooligan mood of things.
thank you so much.
I'm
everyone, for
just glad I
watching.
absorbed all of it.
And we'll pick this up. We're not going to be here next week, but we're going to be there the following week. So we'll pick it up the 29th. I think that's the date on that.
Yeah. Because we're not playing the 15th.
Come on, calendar. Yep, 29th. Okay,
Yep,
cool. So,
29.
everyone, bye. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye.
Shutterstock Music.